welcome in PSSN Radio. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll be right back here on PSSN Radio. We're going to send you right out to Robert Easterly and Archer Thompson on the call with the sideline reporter, Colton Weeks. Guys, take it away.
Okay, everybody, we are at 9 minutes left in the first quarter. They're second and 3 on Eastridge's 45. Hand off to Sanders there to get the first down. The first 2 carries by the Indians were both by Stevens for a total of 18 yards off the Indians. Second first down of the night. They are now first and 10. 3 plays with 2 first down on the 42. And they are on Eastridge territory. The score is still 0-0 on the field though. And he fakes the handoff this time, looking to pass, and he's got nothing, so he runs it out of bounds, which is, no, he's affected on the strings. Got to finish that place, about this there. Oh, wait, no, he did lose about 3 yards. He did. Smith walked over to the, on up, so I didn't know. Second and 13 now for the Indians. Ball will be on the 45. And he's in the shotgun, that ball's handed off to number 37. He's got somebody laying out a chair. Wow. That's the first down for Davenport on a huge carry. Would not like to be on the receiving end of that ball. That just way out right there. But he did say it. That's the first kid I've seen say it. So they need to run be first and 10 on Eastridge's 29-yard line. And the Indians have Stevens. Stevens is good for about 4 yards there. Yep. 85, depending on the spot. Number 4, Alonzo Russell on the tackle. We'll call that 5. 5 yards, second and 5 for the Indians. On the 24th. Good carry by Stevenson. Sanders coming into the huddle. We're going to have 3 people carry the ball. Well, no, I think that's back 4. It's hard to just have to run that pass play. And the Indians hand off to the and I believe that's John King. No, that would be Ridge ball. Straight out of Stevens' arms and went flying forward. That was a little bit of chaos right there. Surprising to me. I've never seen Stevens fumble like that. I haven't either. Somebody just came up behind and popped the ball out from his arms. Well, Eastridge will now have the ball on their own, looks like 14-yard line. And he has been optimistic. Moore's on the outside. He's got down. Wow. Right down there at the 40, we'll call it 6, 26. I had to pick it, almost had him on tackle. There was nothing knocked out of bounds. That was the first big offensive play we've seen Ridge, all night. That great play right there. Crazy up. Eastridge will now be first and 10 on the 46-yard line, lining up in the pistol formation. Ready to snap the ball. Ball is snapped. Handed off to number 21. Tackled by Al Pickett that time. That will be enough for a first down and some more. The ball will be spotted on the Indians' 39-yard line. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter here, and the score is still 0-0. Want to take it down to Colton Leash real quick. Colton?
Yeah, Colton, go ahead. What you got?
There's a pass early. Out was wide open.
We're having some trouble getting Colton there, so we're going to go back up top to Robert and Archer, and we'll see if we can get that resolved, guys.
Thank you, Chandler. And the Pioneers are setting up. They're getting their play call in from the coach. Ball's at number 18, wide receiver, along with number 13, 15 there. Did he hand it off to there? Looks like it was handed off to number 1. Yeah, number 1. Stewart. Stewart. Ball down. He plays on the Indian 33-yard line. Second and about 4. They do have one of the bigger fullbacks up there this year. Oh, yeah, there's some very big running back. Yeah. What's his name? Eric Hudson. He is one of the biggest stuff I've seen the whole year. And Eastern jumps over the pass. And there's the pass interference flag on the center. That was definitely blatant pass interference right there. I just thought the ball was there, but it was not. I don't even know if Sanders meant to knock them over, but it was just a tentative. It was a tentative play, so that's all another automatic first down. Oh yes, now put the ball all the way down on the Indian. It'll be 18-yard line. Wow. Indians do not have penalties like this, Robert. No, I mean, that's two now. That's an automatic first down. That is not the way to win ball. 15 yards. First of all, I mean, you can't have that if it's good out. That's going to kill you. And the Pioneers are set in a shotgun formation. Number 7, Bennett is the quarterback. He hands it off to Stewart. And he scored out the line. Maybe got a yard. And the defense looks like it's going to try to turn around now as the ball approaches the red zone. They both get that from what they're playing, the way they're playing right now. And Pioneers looking for the ball to go to, but they're going to line up in a pistol formation. No, that's they're going to be good. I just thought we were supposed to. Anyway, I formation there. Phoenix takes the snap, throws it, screen pass. He's got it, but he's down on the 9-yard line. That's number 15 on the catch. That's Lindsay. Sanders on the tackle. It's closer than right half. Hey, at least you got a pass line. Instead of a flag. Pioneers going to be 30-1 now, as they always need to push it a little bit farther to get the first down. Pioneers lining up in the I formation. And well, had to get to make, and that should be a false start. I think no timeout. Timeout, East Ridge, and so that's the Chandler in the studio real quick.
All right, thank you guys. Looking at our scoreboard, Alcoa 14-7 over Elizabethton. That's in the third quarter. Ottawa over Farragut right now, 35-14. South Pittsburgh up 7-0 in the first quarter over Columbia Academy. Marion County and Forest tied in the first quarter, 7-7. And of course, Sequatchie County and East Ridge right now. I'm trying to do that. What's the score on that? That is 0-0 right now, correct? Or have I missed something?
I guess you are correct.
Okay. I didn't think I missed anything right there, but the winner of this game plays the winner of Elizabethton and Alcoa. Right now it looks like Alcoa, who is just winning 14-7 in the third quarter. Usually Alcoa has about 50 at this point in the game. So back to you guys.
Thank you, Chandler, and Indian Field Pioneers running out as we speak. And if you line up, it looks like they're going to go into an I formation there with Bennett still in as quarterback. We have Stewart and Moore behind him. Remember, it's only 3rd and 1 now. Pioneers, they hand off 32 and tackle not be enough for a first down. In fact, they will lose, looks like about 2 or 3 yards on that play. And that'll be 4th and 5 for the Pioneers. I would expect to see a field goal right here. This is going to be a tight game. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter, and nobody scored. They screwed up on one vital play. Almost ball. There's an exchange of players, and it looks like they are number 6. Mason is in as kicker. They're going to take a field goal. And it is 3-point for the Pioneers. No good. It looked good on the camera. It looked good from here, but it is no good. So the score remains 0-0. But 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll see if the Indians can make the long 80-yard drive back home to the field house. Yep. And the Indians line up under shotgun now. Parker takes a snap, hands it off to Stevens. Stevens is tackled in the backfield right there at the line. Maybe Hewitt is behind it. I think he got back to it, but nope. I think so. That would be no game for the Indians. Okay. And Indians will be 2nd and 10 now from their own 20. They line up shotgun formation. Parker takes the snap. Yeah, you're thinking. I get it. But Parker's on the center and Davenport was behind him. Stevens got the ball off the field. I was playing offense over to you. I'm must be having a bad night. You can have Stevens do it actually. Okay. And who called the timeout? Exactly. Indians. Oh, Indians called timeout. Chandler, so you want to take it back to the studio?
All right, guys, looking at our 3A scoreboard, we got Elizabethton still trails Alcoa 14-7. South Pittsburgh up over Columbia Academy 7-0. Sequatchie County, of course, still 0-0 with East Ridge, and Marion County tied with 7-7. And looking over at Ooltewah and Farragut, Ooltewah up 35-14 over Farragut at the current point, guys.
All right, and our time, I think the time is 1 minute and 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Score obviously is 0-0, and the Indians are 3rd and 1 now on their own 20. So they're 3rd and 9, man. Hey, Colton, do you have your 20, 3rd and 9, no, that's still 3rd and 10. Oh, well, yeah, 13. You said 3rd and 20. Gee whiz. Anyway, hand off Stevens this time, and he goes up the middle again, but this time he does get yardage. Not much, but some yardage. And he gets, we'll call that 4 yards, Parker. About 4 yards would be 4th and 6 now for the Indians. First punt of the game. This is much closer game than we've seen. Even last, by far, much closer. And a good punt from Parker. And number 4 gets ball, and he's tackled immediately by Hudson and Higgins. And he gets down at the, we'll call that the 30, the 35.
Archer or Robert, turn off the little thing that's next to the
Turn it off. And the Pioneers will have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Score is still 0-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. Yeah. Number 7, if I call Bennett, is still at quarterback. And with the Chelsea lining up in a pistol formation now. Yeah, that's it. And hands it off to Moore. Ooh! Back was under who's that? That's Pick. No, that's Pick. That was Cade Clear, yes it was. He's got a bigger body by quite a bit. Yeah. Hey, it's picking him up now. And the Pioneers will be switching up some players. Okay, big quarter. That's still a quarterback. Shotgun formation now, though. And that first shooter has that. The number. That's it. Yes, was number eight. That is Cozy. So we'll be back to the original line of scrimmage now. 3rd and 10. That's the end of the first quarter. The score is still 0-0. Closest game Deviants has had by far. Sure is. Chandler, do you want it back to the studio? Send it on back to you.
All right, guys. Got a little bit of echo there. Looking at our scoreboard, not much change. Still, South Pittsburgh 7-0 over Columbia Academy. Alcoa up over Elizabethton 14-7. Marion County tied 7-7 with Forest. Both those teams 11-1 coming into this matchup, and still Sequatchie County 0, East Ridge 0 going in the second, guys.
Didn't really ready yet. Here they go. Big volley, big hits from everybody except that one where that's what just went off the water. And Moore's run. Moore's giant run from the 20 all the way up here to like the 45 or something. Just about 25-yard run. It was a great run. Got on the outside. I think it saves up and go to the end of it. Oh, yeah. But then it takes a snap now. It's shotgun. Getting ready to pass. Almost hit by Higgins. Hits the pass to number 8. That is. Have they played it? Positive. That'll be enough for a first down. The Pioneers will have it first and 10 exactly on the 50. Not exactly. Well, we were there. Right. Got on the line. One more yard. And they seem to really step up when you're dead. They sure did that. We always have put in the red zone. Yeah. Now, then takes the snap, hands it off to Moore. Moore is stopped in the backfield. Wow. Tackled by Case that time. Ultimately, the defense on both sides of the ball tonight has been amazing. That's the stop the front. That's stopping the run. Even stopping the pass. That is true. Yeah. It's all about who's going to be able to get the offense past the cheap defense. I mean, if you can get a big run, that's going to be, I think this game so far looks like it's going to be a big run game. Well, I mean, it's beginning, you saw Boster was making good runs, but now it's really strict each other out, and nobody can run. Now, when it's got pass for it, that's true. It's like that's true. Anyway, he takes that shotgun. He's gonna run himself now. There's nobody open, and he's hit hard. Who is that? Number 2, Kate. And somebody else. Who's that? And number 1. Oh, that's Tom. Kyle hit him hard, knocked him out of the ground. Oh yeah. That'd be that on his quarterback. That's gonna be a hard one to get up from. But he managed to get up this fine. So I'm pretty Colin hit him hard. Colin hit him pretty hard. They did. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for the Pioneers. And back at shotgun this time. And then it takes the snap. Looking to pass again. He gets the pass off this time. And it is no good. No passing interference that time. Good defense from Alex Hudson. And then his hands on the ball for 40. That was very close. That was perfect timing you can get. That was like NFL timing right there. I was actually a little bit worried the referee might call that because it was so close. But if you don't get that close, they really can't call it. That is true. It'd be 4th and 8 now for the Pioneers. Looks like they're going to punt the ball. That's number, I'm not sure on the number on the punter, number 10. Alex takes it. Oh, that's Colin on the 19-yard line. Number 20 on, that was the punter. Okay. Hold on a second. I've got him on my phone. Pioneers will be defending the ball from the Indian. Looks like 15-yard line there, so. And he gets the Marco hits the ball. He fumbles, but I believe it's but they give it to I'm pretty sure Barker's knee was down, but I'm going to give it. Wow. 2 fumbles and 2 50-yard penalties. On that punter number, like, number 10 was that punter was number 18, Moffitt. Oh, was it Moffitt? Sure was. Oh, they just got here and touchdown. I didn't know you. You should have known he was 18. I thought it was 10 or 18 either way. It's either not or Moffitt. Hopefully we'll be letting you know here soon, but the Indians will now have only 20 yards to stop the Pioneers. They drop back for a pass. And Bennett passes that ball. He opened in the end zone, and that's a touchdown. He's great. Now, caught by number 4, Russell. That'll put the first points on the board for tonight. 6-0. Pioneers are in the lead. Well, let's see if he can put the field goal through. Here's the first. The Pioneers are lining up now. Let's block the right-handed kick. Or right-footed. They had a left-footed kick on the other side. This is number 10. You are correct. And he puts it through. No, he doesn't. It was wide left. Wow. Hell. 6-0. Pioneers are in the lead. It's 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, that comes back to spot 2. Oh, yeah. Every time. Well, it was close. Davis has been. I just ready to see. But, yeah, it's like you said, it's extremely close game, but somebody's on the school. And the Indians right now, I think they're kind of playing, I don't want to say worse than the Pioneers, but they're definitely not playing better right now. But I don't think it's not, they've been making mistakes. They get cleaned up and stop fumbling the ball, stop getting the penalties. Still have it, the advantage. Sure. Yeah. But at the same time now, they're not playing like they should be in third round. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to play like you don't want to play if you like to just do it. But number 6 is going to kick it off. That's correct up your receipt by Dylan Sanders, number 29. They called their catch back off the 26-yard line. That's probably the smart move to do right there. You had several defenders coming down. Yeah, he did. Although it's not very common, we don't usually see a fair catch on our when we receive the ball like that. That is true. That's true. But normally I go deeper than that for the move. That is true. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Indians. And they're going to hand off to No, is that Davenport? No, it's Davenport there on the carry. Oh, yeah. So, basically no game there for the Indians. We'll come line back out under center. And he's going to toss it this time outside to Davenport. Davenport's got a few yards this time. Maybe 5 yards. In the season. I'm actually Notre Dame beat them during the season, and we went to destroy Notre Dame like that. Everybody's coming and expecting East Ridge to be an underdog, but maybe they're the top dog. I mean, you never know. But who's fighting out there? That's Davenport. First down. Indians finally get a first down. First and 10, right on the 40. Looks very spot there by Davenport. Pushes way all the way. He did. He knew he had to have first down that time. He knew what needed to be done. You got it done. Yep. And now we're lined up at a shotgun with Stevens beside him. That's Barker. And Barker's carrying himself on the outside of the back. That's a face mask. That's a 15-yard down to E33. So Barker's going to get a free 15-yard down. Depending on how they call it. I mean, it could be like an accidental stuff. They might call it accidental. And I don't think those accidental. That's 15 yards. Either way, man. That's extra yardage, but it is. Face masks are definitely one of those things never asked for because they really can cause a serious injury. So, but that'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. The Indians will now have the ball on the Pioneers 43. That play did get us 2 yards, but it was not just a penalty. Definitely not. And now the handoff to Stevens, and Barker's ready to pass, throws it downfield. That's Richie open. Oh, no. Wow. His hands and runs his chest, closes his arms, and out pops the ball. Wow. Just a trash. That would have been, that was a lucky thing that we did, though. Sure, but that would have been a 33-yard pass there. To the end zone. He would have walked right in the end zone. Okay. As it stands, the Indians are now 2nd and 10 on the Pioneers 43. And now we're going to see Barker in shotgun this time with Stevens beside him. He's going to go after a pass again. He's got Richie open this time. Richie got it for a first down with maybe a couple yards more. Oh, yeah. Keeps right around the first season. That's tackling. Yeah, great. Definitely, that'll be enough for a first down for sure. It's the first time we've saw Richie up catching a pass. Sure is. He must have really showed coach because he had finished the practice. Let's see, especially, third round, he's not the player that's been a key player, so we've seen. He has been on defense. Yeah, on defense, but on offense, you've not really seen him a lot. He comes off the end sometimes, but Romer never goes up the back. Indians will now have the ball 1st and 10 on the 32. Stevens goes up the middle and gets maybe 2 yards. Or just one. Host the Pioneers on that tackle. Now, the Indians have just got to watch their fumble. They've already had 2 in this game, and that could be a big problem. Number 72 out there is a big lineman. And he's going right up against, so hard stuff. Oh, yeah. I say hard man to push back and open up a hole. Oh, not fast, not necessarily hard to truly block, but hard to push open, push out of the way, get hole. And that's what takes it down the middle, and it looks like you'll gain no yardage. Backwards. Yeah, be number 10, Knight there on the tackle. And Indians will now be 3rd and 6 on the Pioneers' 29-yard line. And Sanders will come back into play this time. Starting to wonder if the Indians are going to try to pass it. I'd like to see it. I think it's going to be the key to success. It's going to be the key to this game. Barker the shotgun. Okay. And Barker runs it up the middle and steps and gets the 2 yards. Sure does. He may have first down. He may have switched. I don't think he's going to be quite there, but I think he's going to be close. He's going first. And it's going to be close. Whoa, that's a first down. Okay. Wow. The main risk goes first down. It sure does. I thought it was going to be actually a little bit less, but hey, we'll take the first down. And the Indians will have it 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Hands off to Stevens on the side this time. He hopped over a couple plays. He had to hop over to number 1 Stewart. Pioneers take the roll, and they'll have the ball be placed on the 20. That will be good for 3 yards of the 2nd and 7 now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. The score is 6-0 Pioneers, and the Indians are on the way to the scoreboard. And Mark is going to pass, throws it to Alex Hudson, and he's no, that's Cal Gates there. And we're going to take it back over to Chandler real quick for a commercial break.
Tired of traditional sports coverage being delivered to your door? Dump that newspaper subscription and log on to TSS in the Valley for stories, live video, and audio.
It's snapped. It'll go right up the middle. Oh, and he's gone. He's gone. Hunter Davenport, how do you do? Wow.
I'm Chandler Morrison, founder and CEO of TSS in the Valley, your source of high school sports in the Valley. Follow us on Twitter at SValley Sports, at Facebook at TSS in the Valley, and of course on our website at TSSinthevalley.com.
Tired of traditional sports?
And welcome back to TSSN Radio. I'm Chandler Morrison. This is brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone. We're going to send it back out to Robert and Archer out on the call, guys.
Thank you, Chandler. And because not much happened since we were gone. It is now 3rd and 12 now. The Indians just had a false start, which pushed them back 5 yards from their 3rd and 7th position. So they will not have the ball on the 25-yard line. Barker under center takes it, and he's going to pass. He almost gets tackled, and he throws the ball downfield. Oh, I think he's on a touchdown. He was wide open. Wow. Yeah. Looks like Austin might be a little hard enough play. He's having trouble getting up. I think he rolled his ankle a little bit. I think so. What a beautiful touchdown. Catches it. Just diving. He dives for the ball, catches it, and lands in the end zone. I think he just knocked himself out, knocked the air out of himself when he hit the ground. Maybe. Either way, he's not getting up easily right now. He's trying to breathe, I guess. So we will see what the status is. That'll be the first touchdown for the Indians. Yeah. And Chandler, we're going to send it back to you again for an update. And we'll actually get done. We'll let you know how Stevens is doing.
All right, guys, and looking over South Pittsburgh, they were up 7-0 a while ago. They've added 2 touchdowns to that, 21-0 over Columbia Academy right now, and Marion County has done the same. They've added 2 more touchdowns as well. It's 21-7 Marion County over Forest. Both those games are in the second quarter, close to halftime. Of course, East Ridge East Ridge is tied with Sequatchie County 6-6 right now. They're waiting for the field goal there after the injury. South Pittsburgh, Columbia Academy scored on South Pittsburgh just now, 21-7. Alcoa still leading Elizabethton in the fourth quarter, 14-7, guys.
All right, well, Stevens is back on his feet and up and going. We believe he just knocked the air out of himself when he dove for that ball. I think so. And we'll be going for an extra point now. See if Abraham can put one through. And there's a snap, the kick. Almost blocked, but it's good. And he's lit this thing by a point. Wow. That's a close game now. That's the turnaround the Indians needed to get back in this game. It is to get the confidence up. Great touchdown by Stevens. A great catch by Stevens. Amazing catch by Stevens. That was beautiful. Diving right over the end zone, catching that ball. wow. You'd expect to see on like a college level stuff right there. But he did not better himself in the process. He landed hard. He did. He's probably 2 feet off the ground and landed with the ball on his chest, and I think it just knocked the air right out of him. But he is okay. He did get a couple sips of water. He may actually be out on the field right now. I don't see him. Oh, wait. Okay. And now Steven, he's going to set out a player too, not a guarantee. But get the air back into his stuff. But Abraham was ready to kick it off to East Ridge for the first time? Second time. They kicked off the first time. Sure did. Okay. So Abraham kicking off. Not too deep. Let's go down to the 30. No, yeah, the 33, but it comes out of bounds. The flag, they'll start at 35, which yeah. So not much of a loss there for the Indians. They're going out of bounds, only 2 yards gained. Yeah, by the Pioneers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers on their own 35. 5 minutes left in the second quarter for the 7-6 Indians. All right, so we're gonna see what formation Ben comes out in. I can't really tell right now. Looks like he's gonna come out like a shotgun pistol. Something like that. Oh no, double running back shotgun. Okay, double back shotgun. Hands it off to Moore around the end, and he tries to cut it back up inside, but he's tackled this time by Kate. Looks like he'll get a gain. Oh, that's Davenport. My bad. Yeah, it was Davenport. Let's see if he'll get about a gain of about 3 or 4. 3. We'll go 3. Yeah. So it'll be 2nd and a short 7 there. Yeah, we'll call it a short 7. But the ball is on the East Ridge 38 now. A lot of time trying to get their call. They do. It takes a lot of time. And they're trying to get set up 6 seconds left on the play clock, and they get the handoff. Handoff to number 21, and he just falls over the line, basically. Yeah. Number 21, that is, we got Archer over there. Eric, Williams? Eric, Hubbard. Oh, Hubbard. My bad. Hubbard, the, fullback for East Ridge. He's a pretty massive fullback. He is huge. We're not going to see him run a whole lot, so I don't know. And he's run a couple times, but he ain't really winning. I don't know if he's going to be able to open up and hit hard or what. Let's wait and see. It looks to be pretty slow. He doesn't look fairly slow. But pistol, shotgun, the pitch back for Moore. Moore stops in the backfield. Wow. Tackled by Kyle Case there and followed up by Colin Hudson to make sure he was down. Case is having an outstanding game tonight. He is. It's just tackles. Not even on offense, just tackles. And beautiful tackles. I mean, you know, those tackles that just lay somebody down on the ground, not a fly it down to the ground, just boom. Just he hits them and they're down. It'll be 4th and 9, and they're gonna punt. Oh, it hits the ground first. Almost blocked by Joseph Colson, and they're gonna let that one roll down onto the 20. Call that the 27 or the 28. About 28. If Colson had blocked that, picked it up, it would have been a throwback to his game at South Pittsburgh. That's right. That was an amazing game. Wasn't that the first time we beat South Pittsburgh? And then after that, it went on for like 3 years now till we beat South Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. That is great. I remember that one vividly. That was that was great. That was a great game. And the Indians will be under center. Walker takes it straight up the middle. Wow. And got yard. Looks like he's going to have a first down. He's still going. And some more. I want the first down plus 5 there. Wow. Great play by Parker. Pushing the foul. That's on the longest yard. I mean, that's what we were doing against Notre Dame last week. Parker's helmet came off, so it looks like Morgan will have to come in for him on that play. Ball will be on the 42-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Indians.
And Coach Kane will call a timeout just to get Morgan ready to play for 2 plays.
Mm-hmm. And if the Indians get a first down here, that will put them in Pioneer territory. Chandler, we'll take you back for an update.
All right, guys. The scoreboard right now, we've got Alcoa. They've put a field goal on top of what they already had, 17-7 over Elizabethton. South Pittsburgh 28-7 over Columbia Academy right now. Ottawa 35-14 over Farragut. Marion County 21-7 over Forest, and of course Sequatchie County right now 7-6 over East Ridge, and that's about all the updates we got for you guys.
All right, and now we saw a couple players who water to the rest. I don't think the heat. It's pretty cold down there.
It is pretty
cold right here. My hands are cold. I've got my jacket over my head right now.
And the Indians will be first and 10 on their own 42. A first down puts them in the Pioneer territory.
This is probably the coldest game the Indians have played this season.
I'd say so.
That's probably getting to both teams, really. It's cold air. That's probably half of what happened to Stevens down there. You get your breath knocked out of it, you have to put it in that cold air. But handed off to Stevens up the middle doesn't go anywhere. It kind of got stopped at the line there. I believe it stopped right at the line. No game.
Second and 10 now. Still on the 42. Parker will come back out this play.
That's good.
Sure, it's mandatory 1 play break.
Where did Morgan come out?
Morgan did come out.
I didn't even see him somehow.
And it'll be a shotgun formation. And it takes it up again. Down the middle and gains 5 or 6 yards. I mean, he's running it down the middle, just driving it down the throat.
Same way he did the first playoff game, just ran all over the other team.
35 now for the Indians. They'll be on the 47-yard line, 4 yards in the Pioneer territory.
Yep. And he takes the snapping shotgun. He's going to pass. No, he's going to take it himself. And he gets maybe about 3 yards on that play.
It'll be 4th and 3. Yeah, 4th and long 3 there. 4th and 4, probably 4th and 4, I'd say.
Yeah, it's close. But 3.
Yeah, 3. 3 yards.
Anyway, we're going to see the Indians go for it on a full time.
I'm about to see that one.
That's wonderful to see. This will be the first one. He tried to get them to jump, it looks like. So they're calling a timeout after that failed attempt to get them to jump.
47 seconds left in this half. Score at 7-6. Indians in the lead.
Wow. Closest game of the year.
Definitely very close.
Lowest score of the year so far in the first half.
I don't know if it's the closest game of the year. I mean, you look at South Pittsburgh. I mean, that was pretty close. It may not have been a low scoring, but it was a pretty close ball game. And Bledsoe County.
Oh, yeah, Bledsoe County. I forgot about
County. Was definitely a very close game.
Yeah.
So, we've had some close games this season. This is the first close playoff game, though, that we've really. That's true. It's this late in the first half, we're still, within 1 point. Yeah. And by this time last week, we had definitely pulled ahead of Notre Dame quite a bit. So, yeah.
So East Ridge is really showing to be a pretty good team so far.
Definitely are. We're moving up in the brackets, and the teams are just going to get harder and harder.
Yeah, that's true.
Indians are going to punt the ball this way now.
And now Parker boots that one down to the... Oh, no, it goes back up. Back to the... we'll call that the 17 or 18-yard line there.
The ball almost hit his foot, and if it hit his foot,
that would have been fair game for the Indians.
That would have been fair game for the Indians. That would have ruined Andros Russell's day there back.
Oh, man.
It'll be 36 seconds left in the half.
I've actually got him listed as quarterback on this list here. And at this point, you kind of have a tough decision on how you want to go about. Well, you can either try to go and make some long plays to try to get touchdown before the half. You can play it safe and just try to let the Indians get the ball for the first half. Yeah. They overheard Coach saying that they want to play it safe. He's going to pass the ball, and he hit. And taken down. That's a sack by, who is that? Is that Kate? Or is that, who is that? Looks like Colin Hudson was on the second goal. And second and 10 now, the Pioneers. There will be a timeout from the Pioneers. 17 seconds left in the game. Score still 7-6 Indians. I'm still with these, 17 seconds left in the half. I think that's the game. Yeah. Still half. My fingers are getting cold. I'm pretty toasty over here, but my window's closed. Yeah, your window's closed. The wind's coming like dead in at me.
And guys,
it's pretty windy all throughout the day, and that can make the passing game a little bit hard. When you get a ball up in the air, it can seriously be affected by that wind. And now we're going to see it. The Indians are ready, but the Church still can't get there. Coach there. Still huddled up, talking to the coach there. I think they're trying to make a decision on how they want to approach this next play here to say, I think a long time on this play, it's going to be the end of the first half. Yeah. So. Definitely the lowest score in the first half we've seen all year. I mean, for the Indians. And he is in pistol, hands it off to Moore. Just going to see if Moore can go anywhere with it. And he is stopped. Kyle Case, Davenport, and I believe it. A big Wildman. That is, I think that's Austin Miller. I think it was Austin Miller. All three on the tag up at the same time. It's Case on top. Davenport on the bottom, and Austin Miller in there to lay the touchdown. That will be the end of the first half. Anyway, now I'm looking for other teams.
All right, guys, stay tuned because Alcoa, Elizabethton just got interesting. Alcoa 17, Elizabethton 14. I'm butchering Elizabethton's name. I apologize. But Elizabethton just scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, 2:35 left in that ball game. It could go down the wire, folks. We'll see if Elizabethton can pull it out. But either way, that's a close game. If the Indians can get up and get over East Ridge and blow them out, it's going to look a lot better, going to boost their confidence going into next week's game, guys.
That is very true, Chandler.
And one of the things I do want to point out as we go through is East Ridge is 7-5 this season.
Are they?
Yeah, 7-5 this season. They were the third seed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Of course, Howard was the fourth, which is interesting enough. And the thing was that they were 12-0 at this point last season as well, before Notre Dame beat them.
Yeah.
They had a great run that no one really anticipated. I don't think anybody ever anticipated this Sequatchie County run. I figured a lot of people would look at it and say, well, they might lose Upperman or DeKalb, still win the region, but it looks like they're going to lose one or two. But right now they sit at 12-0, guys, and I mean that's just beautiful. Hopefully they can get over this hump and get into the second half and get things going and win this ball game big, because that's the last thing you need is a close game against a team like this who has a 7-5 record. Doesn't look good. It takes down your confidence as of right now. But other updates in the area: Marion County 21 over 4-7. And South Pittsburgh, those are both the second quarter, by the way. South Pittsburgh 28-7 over Columbia Academy. Ottawa just bombing Farragut 42-14. Looks like they'll be heading to the semifinals as well. That's 4 Chattanooga area teams in the semifinals, which is very, very great. And actually, Baylor trails Brentwood Academy 21-0, in case you were paying attention to that one at all. I wasn't at all. But anyways, Baylor does trail Brentwood Academy. That's expected. They weren't expected to go and beat Brentwood at this point. But anyways, guys, I think this is going to be an interesting game to watch as we go throughout the night. And we're going to take a break real quick, and then we'll be right back here on the Spear Nation Radio. Check it back in a moment.
that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. Know what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. Know what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. Tired of 9 to 5s, don't live the high life. I'd rather grind, y'all are running through the motions. I'd rather climb, it's hard to lace up. I mean, when your hands are tied, nah. I'll be coming for the top spot. It's my time, y'all can go now. I stop watch, get it, my time. Stop watch, wordplay, got them on their toes like hopscotch. Hey, I got the flow that you would die for. I'm looking at them through the scope on my rifle. I might pull the trigger, take your life on the mic, or I might let it slide. I've been trying to read the Bible more. You fools know I'm back to drop. I keep my feet a cap flat. I keep my blue collar popped. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. Know what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. Know what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school. I'm in that old school.
And welcome back to Spirit Nation Radio. I'm on the phone with Chris King, rider for TSS in the Valley. He's out in Chapel Hill, Tennessee, where the Marion County Warriors are taking on the Forest Rockets. Chris, what can you tell us?
So far, it's looking pretty good for the Marion County Warriors. They're up to a 21-7 lead at halftime, thanks to a couple short runs and a long pass to Hunter Zeman for a touchdown on an 11-yard completion. It's looking pretty good right now for the Warriors.
Now, early on, it looked like that score was pretty close. What was the tensions on the sideline, or were they ever even worried?
It was 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, but Marion County pulled away towards the middle of the second quarter. They're looking pretty good on the sideline here in Chapel Hill, Tennessee.
So as far as the player right there, who's standing out to you right now?
Hunter Zeman's looking pretty good. Hunter McLean's looking pretty good for Marion County. Number 8 for the Forest Rockets is looking pretty good. He's a low there for them. But right now, Hunter McLean and Hunter Zeman are the two stars for Marion County right now.
Okay, and earlier in that game when Forest scored, what was really clicking for their offense?
So far, their run game's doing pretty well. Marion County has 4 sacks on their quarterback, so passing game's not looking too good. Pretty much it's run game for them from here on out.
All right, so getting down a team to a one dimension's always great. I want to thank Chris for joining us, and you'll be sure to talk to him in our post-game show later on, and you can get his article tomorrow morning, fresh off the press from TSSinthevalley.com. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you. We'll see you on the other side of the break, folks. This is Beast Mode by Sean Cooley.
cut from the same fabric. Nah, can y'all compete with me now? You're telling tales. Throw a quarter in a fountain, maybe that'll wish you well. I'm a beast.
And sorry about the sound right there. We had a mix-up on the board. We're back live from Dunlap, Tennessee for tonight's game, Eastridge versus Sequatchie County in Dunlap. And guys, what's been the tell of the tape of this game?
Close, very close game. That game's been dominant for both teams, apparently. It sure has been. The Indians started off kind of slow with two personal foul penalties for 15 yards and two fumbles that really cost them a touchdown and, for themselves, and allowed the Pioneers to score a touchdown in the beginning of the game. They tightened up their defense, though, and really did. Now, and their offense, picked up too, and so now they're 7-6, leading over the Pioneers. So a slower start to the first half than what we've been seeing in the past few games, but they are coming ahead. At this point, I'd say it's still anybody's ball game, though.
And I did know, though, that missed extra point from Eastridge was going to come back to home.
Yeah. And their missed 3-point attempt there. They would be in 10-7 right now, but they would miss two kicks and put them behind.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, and I think that was a smart move to try to get that field goal early because you don't know what this game is going to turn into. It turned into a close game, but they just couldn't get that in, and that was just something that's going to be a nail in the coffin if Eastridge loses late in this ball game. But anyways, let's look at our scoreboard real quick. Of course, Marion County up over Forest 21-7, and the Indians will take, I'll say the winner of this game. I don't want to jinx this already. The winner of this game will take on Alcoa, who just went final there against Elizabethton. They beat them 17-14, close ball game. Could get a little bit of confidence for the Indians if they can go out and just play their ball and blow out East Ridge here. It's still a close game. Don't know what's going to happen here. But anyways, looking over, we got South Pittsburgh 35-7 over Columbia Academy, and Marion County 21-7 over Forest. Right now, we got our rider Chris King, like we just talked to earlier. And your halftime score here from Sequatchie County is 7-6. The Indians over the Pioneers of East Ridge. And talking about a lot of movement for East Ridge is head coach Tracy Malone, not at East Ridge anymore. From last year that went 12-0. Not at East Ridge. He's at Whitwell now. Not sure if he's at the game, but I did see a few coaches have mentioned at the game tonight. I did see some of the McCauley coaches and my favorite coach of all time. I'm sorry, Coach Kane, but Coach Montgomery was at the game tonight. I was so excited to see him. What about y'all?
I got to see him and talk to him a little bit.
Old Coach Montgomery.
I would ask you to be on the radio sometime, but I'm afraid that we would have to edit everything out that he said.
I will never forget the day that he made me push a sled by myself.
I will never forget that day.
But I did push it, and he had that, that Coach Montgomery surprise face.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that face.
Okay, so was that the day that you got that he told you to push it and you pushed the whole thing around and he was just like in awe?
He was in awe. He actually stopped the practice and said, "This kid just pushed this thing by himself. What's y'all's problem?" I was like, I did. I was busy. I was going around in circles.
Well, you thought you moved it 1 inch. You moved it 3 or 4 feet. That's about how far it went.
3 or 4 feet, nothing. We had to turn that thing complete 360. Golly.
I didn't have too much trouble with it either, but some of the others did. They just kind of just stopped and didn't know how to do it. But golly, I'll never forget. Shout out to Craig Bice, by the way. I was a senior when I was a senior. I'll never forget the day Coach Montgomery walked out there. We're sitting out there, and we got these farmer weights, and we're having to carry them. We're having a race.
Oh, my gosh.
We had to carry them up the track. We had to run with them up the track, hand them off to someone, and run back. And we were in 2 teams, all right? So we got to Craig, and Craig's running. I hand it off to Craig. Craig starts running, and he trips and falls with these weights on him.
And puts a ginormous hole in the track.
Not only does he put a ginormous hole in the track, the next words I hear are Coach Montgomery saying,
Get down. There's a sniper on the roof. Get down.
Coach Jones was kind of mad, though, guys. His track got...
Yeah. He's sitting there. He's like, man, I can't host a track meet now. We couldn't before, but now we sure can't. They'll have to be going uphill both ways.
Oh, my Lord.
And something that was mentioned, Coach White, the coach just took this group of seniors, for coaching in middle school, and, took them for an amazing season, the best season the middle school has seen in a very, very, very long time, is now coaching for East Ridge. And so for the second night in a row, we have some
old coaches from Squatty. They're on the other teams that are coming over here.
Yeah, and Coach White was at Whitwell early, I think in the preseason. Then he went over to East Ridge. But a lot of connections there. With Tracy Malone going to East Ridge, Tim going to East Ridge, and now Malone is at Whitwell. And then just the movements all around the place is just amazing to me to see how much changes in 3 or 4 years. And one of the things I think is interesting, the Signal Mountain job is up for grabs. Ty Wise resigned from Signal Mountain, and that could start a whole slew of coaching carousels around the area. Who's on your short list to go to Signal Mountain right now as far as a coach?
I don't want to say it because it'll sound bad.
Well, I mean, I don't think at this point I don't think Kane would want to, if that's who you're implying.
I do have another person in mind who just quit their job, actually. If you know who I'm talking about.
Are you talking about Chad Barger there?
I am talking about Chad Barger.
I think, here's the deal, I think he would fit in really, really well there.
Yeah, because he's short, just like everybody else.
Well, and here's the deal. Yeah, that is true. He needs a mountain to keep him eye level with everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I love Coach Barger, but I think he would be a really good fit there. I've talked about this with several people. Just because the mentality of Signal Mountain has changed from a Notre Dame mentality of we're going to beat you with talent to a Valley mentality of we're going to beat you by hitting you upside the head and hoping you fall over. Because they, Signal Mountain, they're a little bit soft right now, and they've had trouble with that. They can't really play that talented ball because they don't have that talent anymore. They stopped busing the kids up there, and so now they don't have the talent anymore, and it's kind of been phased out. So they're actually, I hate to say this, and I hate to take a jab at Signal Mountain, but they're actually playing with homegrown players for the first time in the history of the program. I mean,
that's true.
I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I'm not saying they've never had any. I'm just saying for the most part, that's what's going on. Our score right now, 7-6 at halftime. East Ridge trails the Indians, 7-6, of course, and we should be looking at the second half. And how long, Archer?
About 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
But to my point, I think Coach Barger will be really good up there because he was a really hard-nosed, wing tee approach coach, which is what Signal Mountain did run while Ty Wise and while Bill Price was up there. So it wouldn't really change the schematically, but it would change as far as making them tougher players. And I think he would be a really good fit there as far as building a program. He may not be the one to win a state championship with it, but as far as building a program, Coach Barger can build a program. We haven't seen that extended success except at Sequatchie County, but I think he could build a program up and potentially make it his own program up there at Signal Mountain. And the where it sits right there on the pinnacle of being in the Valley and being in Chattanooga, and it could be something really special up there if the right coach gets in. What do you think, guys?
It really could. I'd like to see it, actually.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It'd be interesting to see. I think if Coach Barger comes in, I'd be interested to see.
It's a new rival game for us. So
it could be. And seeing what coaches he pulls. I mean, we have the original coach that's he had under him whenever he was at Sequatchie County, scattered all across the Chattanooga area. So
somebody we were talking about earlier.
I mean, we talk about coaches that were under Coach Barger at one point. Kurt Jones, Coach, Chad Montgomery, Nick Mullins, who is at Stone Memorial right now.
Chad Montgomery, his name is Sam.
Sam Montgomery. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Chad and Sam at the same time. Sam Montgomery. I'm sorry, he's probably going to hunt me down and kill me now.
Of course, Coach Morrison is
Coach Morris,
Quality.
yeah, but he's the athletic director. I don't think we'd see a move from him. But, I mean, there are several coaches that coached under Barger, and you look over and, you know, at one point, all the coaches that were on our coaching staff were a head coach at one point in time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you got to look at it. And you know, they all had a lot of, excuse me, they all had some success where they went to. It wasn't like they just stepped in, they were head coach, and they failed, so they went back to the assistant rank. They had some success, and they decided to come over to Sequatchie County and make that special, which was very, very interesting, I thought, to see how that panned out. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I think he would be a really good fit up there, and the coaching staff he could assemble. Actually, Taylor Harvey and Brandon Ashby, I just thought of those two were under Barger. Robert.
Of course, Harvey's still at the Indians, and Ashby is nowhere to be found.
I believe he's still at Stone Memorial, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he?
I think he is. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's still at Stone Memorial. But, I mean, you're talking about all these coaches that have had success and the amount of coaches it would take for him, as far as it wouldn't take nothing for him to be able to network with these coaches and say, hey, I want you, and they would be there for him in a heartbeat, especially at a program like Signal Mountain, which I think it's lost its value, honestly, but I think it still has enough draw to bring in a coach to try to have success there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have the facilities and all the things that Sequatchie County has, but I think it would still be interesting to see. Guys, how much time we got there?
We have 30 seconds left, and all the players running out to the field.
They'll give them an extra 10 minutes if they want that.
I mean, it's going to be, they're going to need some time to warm up. It's cold. Pretty chilly outside, and
I'm trying
cold
to.
weather and unstretched muscles are.
All right, I'm getting stats. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm trying to get stats right now. They're loading, and once they're loaded, I will give you some of those stats that I've got. So I'm waiting for them to load, and y'all can keep talking if you want to while I load.
I mean, I wanted to talk about how whoever wins this game, this is all knocked on wood. I don't know who's going to win this game. It's too close to call right now. But whoever wins is going to play Alcoa.
And if this team, if whichever team comes out tonight, plays Alcoa and beats Alcoa, they got to stay. They got to stay. And I think if you can beat Alcoa, I think you're definitely prepared to win state.
I mean, Chandler, who's on the other side of the bracket?
On the other side of the bracket, it's Liberty. Let's see. I've got it right here. It's Liberty and Dyersburg. Interesting note: Dyersburg was who we lost the state title to back in 1973. For those wondering, that score is still 0-0 in the second quarter. And then I'm trying to find the other one. I'm not finding it right now. I believe CPA and Good Pasture on that side. I believe that's what it's saying. So
now, Good Pasture is who we lost to when Hunter Lewis was here, and we went to the third round of the playoffs.
Yeah, in the second round of the playoffs in 2010, CPA leads Good Pasture 21-7 right now. Good Pasture has fallen on hard times, but hard times for Good Pasture is not necessarily a playoff-less year. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, and Indians are coming back onto their sideline now. Pioneers are still warming up. Everybody looks enthusiastic and pumped up. I dare say Coach gave a very stern halftime talk on both teams. Actually, I believe the coaches had a very stern one because on both sides of the ball here tonight, we're playing good. Two good teams, and being this close in the second quarter is not what they're about.
You mean the second half there, Archer?
Well, I mean, when they were coming back in the second quarter.
You mean the third quarter?
Well, they're out in the third quarter now, Chandler. I was talking about when they were going back in. When
the Indians got their game back.
I meant second quarter.
When the Indians got their game back.
All right, we're going to send you out to the field with Robert Easterly and Archer Thompson. We'll be back for the post-game show, interview with Coach Kane, a player, and also interview with Chris King out at Marion County as they play for us. We'll get you that in just a little bit. We'll see you guys.
Okay, and East Ridge will be
get the ball.
They need to be getting the ball. Yes, you're correct. And it's interesting to see how East Ridge kicks it. You know, they're going to go back deep to out custody. They're going to go back to about the 35-yard line like they did last time.
Yeah, that's true. And Dylan Sanders did end up pretty catching that ball.
You on there?
But like I said, Sanders ended up having a call for a catch on that last one. But we had no clue where this left-footed kicker is going to put the ball. First left-footed kicker we've seen since Bledsoe, I think. And he was a dominant kicker. That's the best kicker I've seen all year.
Definitely.
Bledsoe could have. They could have won that game, to be honest with you.
Simmons is getting ready to kick the ball now. All the Indians are ready.
Okay, he's right-footed. Oh, no, let's put it.
Oh, no, it's Ron Squibb. Squibb.
And
Awesome.
they fall on it, and that is, I don't know who fell on it. That's the big man. 52, that's Garrett Castle.
Now, that's fully, but it is not full length. I did notice a lot of the front line there for the Indians was setting up like they're ready for a onside kick. They obviously knew it was coming, you know, even more so than we did.
We did, yeah. I didn't see that coming at all, to be honest with you.
But the Indians picked the ball up on their own 48 now, be 1st and 10. Parker's under center. He hands it off to Stevens. Stevens around the outside. He's got a yard. 8, 9 yards there. Maybe, possibly enough for a first down, but I don't believe so.
That's about an 8-yard gain. Best throw from Stevens we've seen since the first quarter.
It'll be 2nd and 2 now. There's an 8-yard run by Stevens.
Stevens must have just knocked his air out. He's playing pretty good.
Oh, yeah. He's not injured by any means. If he is, he's playing through it like a champ. Hudson's coming out now also on the other receiver. I'd love to see it pass to Hudson again, but it'll be a run by
Davenport. Got the first down after he knocked somebody's helmet almost off.
It was hard to let knock him backwards a little bit too, and then he just pushed on forward. That'll be enough for a first down.
His legs were kind of held up too, though.
That they were.
They had a lineman on his legs and a linebacker on his chest. So
Indians will be 1st and 10 on the Pioneers' 41-yard line.
And under center again, they hand it off Stevens on the right side. He's brought down right after he gets a yard.
That would be number
1 on the hit. That's Lorenzo Stewart.
I mean, what a... Are we sure it was number 1?
Yeah. Oh, because he was dancing in the backfield.
Oh. I thought it was one of the linemen there.
Oh, no.
Number 1, Colin Hudson comes into the game at this point. Parker will still be under tackle.
Under center.
Or under center, gee.
If he's under a tackle, we got a problem. That's a horse call.
That is a horse call.
All means.
But no flag on the play.
Flag.
He had his arm wrapped around.
That's wrapped around his throat, actually. Yeah. That's a giant penalty that was not called.
Yes, it'll look clean from the referee's point of view.
Of course, the referee's way back here. But and Sanders comes in as the receiver this time. With Dylan Ritchie out there beside it.
Might be seeing a pass play.
I don't know what you're going to see.
That shotgun.
And you're going to see a pass. Throw straight to Dylan Ritchie. He's got 7 yards.
That was a beautiful pass catch. Short of Ritchie's, one bad blunder out here at the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
He had a great, receiving game tonight.
Yeah.
That one was kind of enough to leave a sour taste in your mouth all night, though.
It is, but that would have been a touchdown. It really would have.
But he picked up, kept on pushing through. It's great, because now we are 4th and 3 on the 34-yard line.
Stevens goes up the middle, and he stops.
I mean, no good. Pioneers ball
At the Pioneers 33.
Huge pile there.
I don't know why Stevens didn't just bounce that one outside, to be honestly. That should have been worked out. That should have been a bounce outside touchdown. There was nobody outside.
But as it stands, the Pioneers will have the ball on their own 33-yard line.
Seen Garrett Castle step up on the last through the playoffs. They've been showing up on the line everywhere. He's been playing really good offense and defense. Just on the line, though. But we're going to see Bennett take a snap and hand it off to Moore. Moore's up the middle. He's got a first.
Ball will be down right on the 45, 46-yard line.
Take it, messed up his ankle again. And he's still out there hopping around.
Adam is one of the tougher players.
He hurts himself constantly, but he just plays right through it.
It's a good thing he can play through the pain because
he messes up his ankles.
He sure does.
And he has a lot of leg cramps. And now we're going to see Bennett take another snap, hand it off to Moore. Moore's going around the other side, but he's tackled right at the line this time. Maybe a yard on that play.
Caleb, came through the line there and should have had a tackle on him, just completely missed him.
Yeah.
I think that was a result of trying to dive too much. It looked like he was kind of diving a little bit, and you can't do that whenever you've got to make a quick jump.
He's trying to get a big hit is what he's trying to do, but if you can't hit them, there's no point in trying it. You just need to get them down. You don't
Second and 9 for the Pioneers.
And he screen passes out to Moore. Moore's behind the line.
Wow. Loss of about 5 or 6. Case on that amazing tackle there. Wow. Oh, that
Moore knew he wasn't going anywhere on that. He looked after he catches the ball and he stands there.
He saw Kate and was looking deer in the headlights. Just
deer in the headlights what he saw.
Rose up and went bam, hit the ground.
We've seen a lot more big hits out of Tate than we have Davenport this year.
Definitely.
On defense.
Mm-hmm.
On offense, we've seen some hits from Davenport.
Davenport has made it to the final 2 candidates for Mr. Football.
He has. And now Bennett's going to throw again. Screen pass to Moore again. But he's tipped in the backfield for Moore.
Kate and Colin Hudson. Once again.
That's 4th and 2 on for me count, Archie.
Looks like it's going to be spotted on the Pioneers' 39-yard line.
Wow.
So that will be about 4th and 17. Yeah, 4th and 17.
Golly.
I do think they're going to punt.
Yeah, I believe they're going to punt. Colin Hudson back to receive. And he gets it off fairly. Almost blocked again by Colton. And he drops it, but he picks it right back up. That was a great save by Colin Hudson.
It was so natural. It was just, he dropped it, and it was like a whoop moment. Yeah, reach down and pick it up like nothing happened.
At least it wasn't a completely muffed ball, and he did hold on to it.
Yeah.
Still, he needed football at least. I don't know why he didn't just let that one go, to be honest.
Well, long run, I think it helped him out. That would have rolled another.
Oh, that would have rolled another 10,
15 yards. And he's 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line.
Yep. And under center, hands it. What happened? Oh, he's sacked in the backfield. Wow, that's confusing. I thought he handed it off across the middle, to be honest with you.
I did too at first. I saw him back in the backfield. It looks like he just, he just ran right into somebody.
Yeah. But that is a loss.
Great stop by the Pioneers. You got to credit them in that play like that.
A loss of
3 yards. Yeah, 3 yards.
3 or 4 yards.
Be 2nd and 13 now on the Indians' 25-yard line. Parker back under center again.
This time pitches it out to Davenport. Davenport hits one player and then hit by 2 more.
Simmons, he took the initial blow by Davenport there. Came up a little bit slow, he was hurting there, but definitely excited about getting a start of the tackle.
Yeah.
Although he really did not make the tackle. Just let him down enough where Bales could. Yeah. Being the first one to hit Davenport on the run like that is not, that's always your hardest thing to do. I mean, somebody's got to do it, but it's just not where you want to be at.
No. And this one, Parker going out for the pass this time. He's set up and sacked, and horse collar grab again, but not called.
That was a tough place for Open. That's a tough place for Barker to be at, because he was kind of stuck. He didn't have anywhere to run, really.
He could have turned it up and went the other way, but that's a long run.
Yeah, so he's just waiting for somebody to get open and try to get a pass off.
But they covered that pass like it wasn't even a pass.
4th and 16 now, so they're just as bad off his foot as East Ridge was,
and he boots that one straight, and it rolls a long way.
It'll be
down to the 34.
Almost sure back to where it was at just a second ago. Defense on both of those two series right there did an outstanding job, and the offense just did not push through at all.
It's battle of the defenses right now.
Definitely is. That's how the whole game has been. Yeah, great defense, offense just either they get lucky, get a breakthrough, or they don't have much of anything at all. I definitely think I would be going with the action of just pass.
You're going to have to.
And then throw a run in kind of out of the blue.
Yeah. East Ridge is really showing to be a good team.
Definitely.
They supposedly came in as an underdog. I don't think so.
If they play like this against Red Bank, they definitely deserve to win.
Oh, yeah. And that is
timeout East Ridge.
Yeah, let's go to the scoreboard with Shannon Morrison back at the studio.
All right, guys. Marion County over Forest right now, 21-7. That's still a halftime score. South Pittsburgh just leads Columbia Academy 42-14, and I do emphasize just. Columbia Academy has scored 14 straight points there. Ottawa up over Farragut 42-35. It's a one-touchdown game. It was about a 3 or 4 touchdown game earlier in the evening. So Farragut has come back, and that's in the fourth quarter right now. And, of course, Alcoa did beat Elizabethton 17-14, and the winner of that game will play Alcoa. Lord have mercy on your souls. Back to you guys.
Okay, Tim. Well, hopefully, either way, I'd love to see whoever wins this game go and beat Alcoa. I'd just love to see that kind of stuff.
I would love to see that. I really would.
Either team really. Just
I don't care which team wins this game. I want to see them beat Alcoa.
And Pioneers take the ball. And
Moore gets it, but he's stopped by Colin Hudson in the backfield.
No gain.
No gain whatsoever. Maybe got. Oh, no, he lost.
Definitely did. And not the way you want to start off your series there. It'll be 2nd and 11 now for the Pioneers.
Should have been 1-5. You see all that movement in the backfield there?
And Pioneers will be in what looks like it's going to be a center formation or a eye formation.
That was an offset eye. And it's almost intercepted by Davenport. Oh, wow. He got one hand on it, and the wide receiver actually grabbed him behind the helmet.
Yeah, he almost had that. That would have been,
oh my goodness,
that would have been a game changer.
And he would have had a couple yards to run with, too.
Would have.
Because the wide receiver kept going.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Pioneers.
And
this time they're going to go to the pistol formation.
This time with Moore out as a running back. And he's getting ready to pass. He throws it. Oh, tip! And almost intercepted by 2 different Indians.
Ouch. 15. Lindsay is hurting right now after that hit.
He's up, though.
He's up.
What happened?
That was a great play. Robert who hit him. He came in so hard forward. He came in so hard fast I couldn't tell who it was. Davenport, just one of them hard, fast plays, just got the hit. Just a blur just came in, and Lindsey just toppled. You know, I was going to see that. Parker's back. He is. I guess they don't want another mishap on the see if Barker can get I want to catch Joseph get around. Oh, and that ball goes way high, and that player did not expect it to go that far. It was down right on the 20. Nice. So it's like they kicked a touchback, basically. Exactly what it's like. Then you will have an 80-yard drive to get to the zone. Unless they give Abraham a chance. I said unless they give Abraham a chance to kick it if they get down that far.
Are you kidding me? Abraham can make the kick right now, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. He can make it from the 20-yard line on the other side of the field. His brother might have.
Well,
Lupe could have made that kick. What are you talking about?
I still think you would have had to combine his two brothers' legs to do that one.
Barker down the ball. Oh, my goodness. Still going. He's finally knocked down by number 4, Alonzo Russell. But Barker just fighting for 20 yards. He goes all the way to the 40. Russell gets the worst tackle of the game award. Yeah, he tackled him twice. Yeah, Russell hit him twice, and the second time luckily got him down. Barker carried Russell down about 10 yards. He's bad. Barker's like, okay, Russell, hop on back. I'll take you to the end zone. But Barker did shed 5 tackles on that play. I mean, just wow. Barker is really trying to be a great player. He could be a running back, but he's a good quarterback too. Yeah. And he goes down the middle again. And still going. Still going. He's got another 6 or 7 yards. Courtesy to Noah Smith and Austin Miller on that one. Straight just pushing them just right down the middle. Yeah. At that point, all he has to do is keep his feet chopping and go. Yeah. That'd be 2nd and 3 for the Indians on their own 49-yard line. They've almost made 30 yards just off Barker running. Yeah, that's off of 2 plays. And he goes again. He's down. He's got the 30. Still going. He's got 30 yards on that. They'll be right on the Pioneers' 41-yard line. 2 injured players not beside each other. Wow. Number 70 and number 20 is down. He's not getting back up. It looks like he got a leg cramp, actually. It looks like. He's trying to stretch his leg, I believe. And both teams will take a knee. It looks like he's going to be able to get up. Maybe. I think he's just got a leg cramp. Once they get it worked out, he'll be back up. I don't know. That looks like it hurts a little bit more than a cramp. But it is cold. Yeah, I mean, it is cold, and some of those cramps can really, they'll get you. Yeah. Ask Jake and Adam Pickett. We had to keep a jar of pickle juice on the sideline just for them to. If you've never had a leg cramp, it's like a foot cramp, but going all the way up your leg. That same kind of thing. All the way up in your hip. Yeah, up in your hip. You get up in your joints sometimes. It's just, I mean, they are the rough ones. They can be very, very, very painful. I don't know. He may have hurt himself a little bit worse than that one. It was like it may just be lasting a while. But, great 3 runs from Barker. Oh my goodness. What amazing up the middle quarterback. Combined yards of, he's got 20 on the first run. 39 yards total in 3 runs. He's averaging over 10 yards, averaging over about 13 yards a run this year. Especially up the middle. That one was kind of off to the side, kind of came out to the middle and broke out to the end zone. No, I think he may have hurt his ankle pretty good. He might have. I saw him straight out the ankle. So either way, he's popping off the field. That was number 20. He's in my phone, but he's not on the roster in front of us. But anyway. Oh. And Parker under center.
Again.
And
hands off to Stevens this time. Stevens got a few.
Tackled by Stewart, number 1.
Yeah, number 1. Let's see.
Number 20, that was Williams. Be sending out, cutting back out as the play and for wide receiver. I'm still waiting to see a pass to Alex Hudson. We've not seen one.
Well, we saw one, and it didn't work out.
Well, no, that's true. But there's no argument it's going to see one. Parker hands it off to Davenport. Davenport finds the middle.
Fifth fight for about 4 yards. He falls forward for 3.
I feel like Davenport does not run up the middle quite like Parker does. So if he can get him out to the side and he can
Parker, he slides through tackle.
Exactly.
Davenport, he just tries to hit somebody.
And, Davenport's good throw in there every few plays just to keep players hurting them down. Because really and truly,
I think he's the one that makes the block from number 20.
Yeah, aggressive in football, that's key. And it's hand off to Stevens this time. Stevens is number off the outside, and he's going to be pulled back down enough for a first down. He was going to go down short. Kate picks him up under his quarterback and carries him with this feet dragging. That will be 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 7-6 is the score. Indians are ahead by only 1 point. Wow. It's a close game.
And longest close score game. Same score game.
Barker's still taking a step on the outside.
He just comes over somebody. And he gets it down to the, we'll call that the 10-yard line.
Wow. Right over Russell there.
That's the 15 or the 10? 15. My bad. 15, everybody. But they are in the red zone.
They are. They are getting
Finally in the red zone, actually. Last time they were in the red zone, they ended up fumbling.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again right now, because the touchdown will be a necessity.
Oh, yeah. Just running the timeout right now is a big necessity.
Davenport gets the ball,
and it goes outside for 2 yards. We'll call that 2 yards.
Gets brought down by his feet, so he does not get to hit anybody that play.
Yeah.
Must be a disappointment for him.
He hates it when he gets shoestring tackled because he knows he didn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
That's his favorite thing to do is hit somebody.
And he can hit. I don't know.
Yeah.
You never played Davenport, but whenever I played Davenport, he was definitely the hardest hitting person on the team. And
him and Case. It's him between him and Case.
Whenever I played, I would have hit Case over Davenport. Now, I don't know. Kyle's gotten sizably bigger, and they both hit hard. So Kyle's always been a little bit more of a come under you
and hit you from below.
So it's not quite painful.
But Davenport will still hit you hard up high.
Yeah, and knock you over. So that will be the end of the third quarter. And we're coming into the fourth quarter now. We're going to send over to Chandler for an update.
All right, guys, and I do want to remind you, yesterday, both of the Indians teams got wins. The girls won against Soddy Daisy 67-49, and the boys would lead by 15, but they would hold on to win 64-58 over Soddy Daisy. Both of them picking up a win yesterday. That's great to see. And as we look at our scoreboard right now, still at halftime scores right there, I've got Marion Kane 21 over 4-7. South Pittsburgh 42-14 over Columbia Academy. Of course, Alcoa has already picked up their win. The winner of this one will play Alcoa. No strings attached. And, guys, Ottawa-Farragut tied up at 42-42. That game was once 42-14 in Ottawa's favor. Now it's in the fourth quarter, 42-42. Farragut keeps fighting back in their games. Guys, go ahead.
Thank you, Chandler. And they need to be close. They're going to hand off to Stevens.
Stevens has got a little bit of room. Should have went for that gap that I just saw.
But he didn't. Still made some yardage, though. There will be 4th and 5 right now.
And Skyler, is that Skyler Moe?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Comes in, brings the play in, and Richie out to the left side as receiver. But Barker takes it up the middle himself.
But it will not be enough for a first
Not
down.
enough for a first down, but it's a lot closer than it was there a second ago.
Now, I was thinking we were on a fourth down, but they've not changed it on the sideline. So maybe it was a... Maybe
We
no,
were on third down.
we're on third down. He just changed it before we ever moved.
Yeah.
Being attentive. Okay, so that's good rushing now. Now we are 4th and 3. We were 35.
I'm sure that the Barker's going to try to get him to jump, and if it doesn't happen, then they'll probably call a timeout, and there it is. Timeout, Coach Shane, and I believe he's going to let Abraham try for the field goal.
He might have been, wow. It's close right now. A
And
touchdown would be great, but at this point, really, just a little something.
Abraham is kind of pumped down there, ready to see if he wants to kick it or not.
You know, I mean, the thing about the pros and cons here, if the Indians punt the ball, you know, we're 7-6 right now.
Well, they can't punt.
I'm not punting, excuse me, I'm in go for a field goal. And that's that'll be 3 extra points up to the 10-6. But we're still behind. We're just at that point, we're still ahead, but we're not ahead enough for it
To be safe. Yeah.
However, it would keep us safe from
Another field goal.
another field goal.
But if they
the field goal, they can't get the touchdown, so
they're going to go for it. Abraham stays off to the sideline.
they'll go for it.
They are on the, we'll call that, the 8-yard line.
4th and 3 for the Indians. They have to get at least 3 yards on this play.
And Barker takes the snap, takes the handoff, tries to get it himself. He may have it first.
I believe he has it. It'd be close.
He does.
He has it. Wow, goes on the outside.
He
And-
jumps for the first down. That is first down Indian. No. Is that?
That'll be first down Indians. Okay. First and goal on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, the 4th. He got more than us then for first down.
Sure did. Indians made the right choice there.
And they just went for it. Now they got 4 yards to the end zone, and they're pushing Barker.
He might have it. He might have it.
He's in there.
He's in there.
It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. It is. Wow, what a play right there, pushing them in all 4 yards.
Does not letting go of that ball. If he was fighting his own players at the end of the play, thinking that he was going to lose the ball.
Be 13-6 now for the Indians with 10 minutes and seconds left on the clock.
Now we'll see if Abraham can put his magic through that field goal.
And
there's the snap. The ball's up, and that is good. Way high, but good.
14-6 now for the Indians. The Pioneers need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game high. But at this point, they are not in a position to make a score and get ahead of the Indians.
Well, we got to see where the ball ends up right now.
And guys, interesting thing to note, excuse me, is Coach Kane coming into this tenure as a coach. He talked about how aggressive Styles were down at Arkansas, and how aggressive they played. It might be 14-14, 28-28, and it'd still be in the first quarter down there. I mean, they're just wide open. And it comes to Sequatchie County, plays a lot more conservative than people expected. And I'll just tell you one thing, that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and 3.
It really was, but it did work out for him.
Yeah, and go ahead.
What Coach says goes, and he tends to make the right calls.
And that's-
whenever they don't work, it's typically because the players fail to execute some part of the play. But it's not very common. I think he makes just a blatantly wrong call.
And there's not very often where he does make the wrong call, but he's been very conservative this year in his play calling, which I found very interesting with all this talk coming in that he was going to be very aggressive, very, just go out there.
And Abraham on the squib kick there and tackled by Davenport. No, that's Sanders. They'll be down on the 34-yard line. Oh, sorry. I looked at the I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you there, Chandler. Yeah. Sorry, Chandler. All right. Pickett back at safety now after his Pioneers have a 66-yard drive to get home. And the way they've been playing, they might go backwards 15 yards or they might go forward 66. We don't know. We don't know. And that's a pistol formation. Hand off to Moore. Moore's outside. He's got room. He's going off. But he is tackled right at the 40-yard line by Joseph Colson. How does Colson get from there to there? Colson's quick. Colson is a quick lineman. But that was a huge play all the way on the Indians' 40 now. From the 34. That play was good for 26 yards. Good play for Moore. It'll be a great play for Moore. I mean, Moore is just an amazing player. He's quick, too.
Hey, Colson reminds me of a very fast lineman back in the day when I was in high school. I just got one word to say to you, Robert. 4'8".
Oh, gosh. And Green Pass King comes down and fumbles the ball. But I believe he was down, so that ball should have been down where his knee was. But they're going to give him extra yards.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird place to call a fumble because I wouldn't even say he was down. If he was not down, he was not really in control of the ball. So that almost could have been incomplete. But
that wasn't a pass, though, was it? It was a handoff.
It was.
Oh, and now Moore goes up the middle, but goes for only about 2. So that'll be third, and looks like 4, maybe 3. We'll go 4.
And it'll be third and 4th now for the Pioneers on the Indians' 34-yard line.
And Bennett's going to take a snapping shotgun, double receivers, one on each side. Screen pass to number 15. He gets it, but he's hit hard by Case.
That'll be enough for a first down.
Enough for a first down, but Case put a licking on, who is that? Jordan Lindsay.
Lindsay's taking several big hits
From Case
tonight. And,
I think Lindsay may have said something to Case he shouldn't have.
I have.
Just talking right there on the line, Case probably got...
Game is at 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 14-6 for the Indians. Pioneers will need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to just tie up the game. But it's not to get ahead.
Bennett takes snap, hands off to Moore. Moore's almost off in the backfield, but now he's open for a few yards. First down there, maybe. Yeah, first down.
They're going to check it, but it is first down, yes. And it'll be down on the 17 or 18-yard line.
18.
And 3 yards away from the red zone.
Golly.
They need to really need to pick it up right now because just because they have a buster does not mean they need to let that buffer go.
Yeah. No, Indians, they play best in the red zone.
They do lock it down. So we'll see what happens right here. And dual back shotgun.
Yep. And he hands it off to Moore once again, but Moore, not as much room as he had last time. Stopped before the first down marker this time.
Davenport took him down there, but he got him by the shoelaces, not that typical for Davenport. And it really was
like I did get him where he could, though.
Yeah. Moore gets some distance. If you take him down by his shoelaces, he's got another 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah. And now pistol. And hand off to Moore again. This time, he may go, but no, he stopped at the 5-yard line.
Wow, I mean, this is close for the...
And kind of takes it down.
Slow to get up. I think he looks like he's going to get up now. He's up.
Not really limping or anything. I don't know what happened there.
He does that.
I think he's mad at himself because he didn't get him earlier than that.
I think you might be right.
Because he actually had a hit on him earlier than that, but he just didn't go down. And now in the pistol again, handoff to number 21 this time, but he stopped right where he's at.
That's good. That's what we need to see. A whole host of Indians on tackle.
Right, the Indians went all of it.
Just right through the line. That's how, like it wasn't there. That's how it needs to be.
That's one of the skinniest linemen I've ever seen. Number 66, look at that.
He is very, very skinny.
Looks like a wide receiver. What's he doing playing line?
I can see him at tight end, but no, I mean, he's just playing guard.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Especially when somebody hits up. You never know what play they're running, and the coach is too busy yelling at them right now.
They call it in with signs, and that makes it makes it rough. It takes a long time, you know. They've only got 4 seconds on the play clock right now to just barely get it off.
Ford gets the ball, and he stopped. He stopped.
I think he hit his knees.
2-yard line.
I think his knees hit the ground. We'll see how they call it.
His knee hit the ground at the 2-yard line. I've got it on camera to save on replay.
His knee, he slid in on his knees into the end zone. So it looks like they are going to.
They put it on the 3-yard.
We'll see how they.
Good call by the wrestler.
No, they called it a touchdown though.
They called it a touchdown?
And they're putting it up for.
Hey, Wes, you want a replay?
That was a bad call by the ref, but high school football is.
Well, don't let you see a replay.
Nope.
I'll show you.
I'd love to see it implemented in a playoff game, so that kind of stuff can really be a big deal.
And let's see a timeout from East Ridge.
Okay, Chandler, we're going to send it back to you real quick.
All right, guys. Still no update on the Marion County game. Still 21-7 as far as we know. South Pittsburgh 49-14 over Columbia County. They've added another score to that. Of course, Alcoa earlier in the evening beating Elizabethton 17-14. Winner of this one will play Alcoa. Ottawa and Farragut are in overtime. Still 42-42. We'll keep you that one updated. That one looks to be a really, really, really good game right now, guys.
Thank you, Chandler. And the Pioneers will be coming out of their huddle in just a second for a 2-point conversion to try to tie up the game. The score is 14-12 right now with their Pioneers' last touchdown. Referee hurrying everybody out of the huddle. Makes you wonder what's going to take them so long, you know. They were in there for a long time. I wonder if they're going to try to do something kind of sneaky here.
12-14 is your score at the moment, but East Ridge is going to try for a 2-point.
Try to get it tied up.
They're in a double running back shotgun, hand it off to Moore, and he goes right in there. Not even touched.
14-14 is the score. 14 is now. Close game. I mean, he should have been a touchdown. Yeah, I mean, he should have been stopped back at the 3-yard line, but got through and then he wasn't touched again and get back in. He just glided on in. So that's that was a bad defensive play by the Indians, I'd have to say.
He wasn't even touched.
There's 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game, and those teams are tied. It's close. I mean, this is the definition of close. When you get almost down under the 5-minute marker, yeah, and both teams are tied up. Only 14-14. I mean, 2 touchdowns apiece. It's close.
It's a close game, and you're probably going to see an onside kick.
I would expect it. I mean, they onside kicked it last time they kicked,
they don't want to do what they did last week and go back there and play another 2 overtime games. Yeah, they did against Red Bank last week.
Wound up. Let's see here.
See what kind of kick they put on them this time.
I don't see.
I see onside kick.
Yeah, the Indians definitely see it. They're set up for it, ready. And
No,
it'll
he
be
boots that.
Squib.
And up by Pickett, it looks like. And Pickett's got some yardage. Wow, okay.
Pickett makes it all the way to the 37-yard line.
Wow, okay.
Great play by Pickett there. He actually ran into
Two players
right when they caught the ball. And that little bit of a pause, kind of like last week with Alex pause whenever he dropped the ball, was enough to let the offense set up and get the players blocked, and he was just able to
fly down through there.
Now, what week was it that Alec Hudson got that touchdown?
Last week. That was last week.
Last week? I couldn't remember if it was the Notre Dame or Howard. It's been such a long week and such a long day that I couldn't remember. So
that's handed off to Stevens. He's got about 4. Yeah, we'll go with 4 on that.
And the ball will be 2nd and 6 now on the Indians' 41-yard line.
I like how East Ridge coaches over there screaming, and Coach Kane's over here calm and they can do it.
Yep. And Ethan Barker under center and handed off to Davenport. Davenport is going to do almost enough for a first down, but not quite.
He's close.
It'll be 3rd and looks like maybe 1. Looks like the
bad spot by the ref there.
Yeah. Crowd's definitely not happy.
No.
3rd and 1 now for the Indians. There, St. Parker's going to take it right up the middle.
That's a jump.
On
East Ridge. That's a first down.
Like 5 yards. They've not fallen for that all night. They've been very disciplined and not falling for that. And then right there they do.
They're jumping from that touchdown they just got. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Indians, finally in the Pioneer territory.
Notice there was like 4 of them that jumped.
Barker under center hands it off to Stevens brought down by his belt. He's actually still up. And he'll be, the blow whistle will be down. He was up, he had one hand on the ground, and legs never touched. No.
He was dragged down by it, he almost got his pants pulled down, so it was.
Yes. But it was a loss of 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 now for the Indians.
And here we go. Parker under center. And handed off to Stevens again on that side, but he gets a couple yards this time.
Stevens not running quite as well in this quarter as he has been
in the past couple.
Yeah.
Well, their defense is trying to step up too, though.
Yeah, and it might be, I'm not sure if Stevens is not playing as well or their defense is matched up to him.
Yeah.
And
hard to tell.
It is. Those little fine details of,
yeah.
If he's not slipping past tackles low, they're tackling better.
Parker in shotgun, going out to the left, looking like he's just running it.
Oh, he goes for a first. Wow. Great block by Davenport.
Wonderful block.
Just by everybody. That was hard hitting football.
There's a player down for East Ridge, but it was a first down for the Indians.
That was number 1, Stewart, that was down for a second. He did get back up, and he's going to limp back right back out on the field. Obviously, he doesn't think he's too hurt, but
but Indians now have the ball in the territory of Pioneers.
Oh no! I found it, but he gets on it right over Parker's head. And that's on Nova there. That was on Nova. You know, it's funny. I was actually just about to say, and I guess I think that's Nova's first. I was saying Nova's had a great season so far, and bam, that high. I mean, just right over his head. Parker is on it though, so it's not a turnover, but it will be second and 14 now. That's a place you do not want to be.
Well, he was just at a second and 12 minutes ago and ran it all the way up first down.
So we'll see how this goes.
And it looks like a pass this time. Parker
Goes
in trouble. He's still going and loses another yard.
He runs with somebody grabbing his jersey for just a long time. I don't know why the player didn't just pull him down. He had a good hand on him, and Parker just pulling him around.
Nobody blocked for Barker.
Yep. And that was actually a player coming behind Barker that I was really worried about.
And this is, you've got to throw here.
35.
You have no choice.
They need to throw a pass, and the line, the back, they need to block. He needs to throw a pass, block. And we need a wide receiver open at least, 15 yards down the field that can catch that ball. It looks like there's probably going to be a timeout called by the Indians. Yes, there will be. Timeout, Indians. Chandler, you have any updates for us?
I have a little bit of one. South Pittsburgh hangs another one on Columbia Academy, 56-14. Still have a halftime score for Marion County for us. That's 21-7. I will try to get a more accurate one there. But South Pittsburgh in the fourth quarter leading Columbia Academy 56-14. Of course, Alcoa will play the winner of this game after their win over Elizabethton by 3 points. So, guys, back over to you.
All right. Thank you, Chandler.
I do have one more update. Sorry to interrupt you. Farragut and Ottawa, 49-49. They're in their second overtime. Go ahead, guys.
We just watched Davenport break a face mask.
That'd be outfitted with a new helmet.
Nothing major. Just everyday thing, right?
Yeah, just everyday thing. Just crack a face mask all the way off the helmet.
I've seen that done once. That was done by Austin Lamb my junior year, I believe.
That kid could have done that every play. And the freshman down there that's now helmetless.
Number 18 of the Indians now helmetless.
Honestly, as a freshman, at this point, you're not going to play. You just lose a few pounds off your head. Yeah. Might be a little cooler, though.
Yeah, probably cooler. I would have liked to have that helmet on. And Parker goes to pass. No, he runs it himself. He stops. Goes straight out of bounds.
Wow. It definitely shows the defense is picking up.
Oh, wait a minute. The play was stopped before it went on. Not sure if there was a timeout or a flag. False start penalty on the Indians.
Oh, gosh.
That's about third and another too far to count for me.
Yes. Third and
forever.
20 now for the Indians.
So third and about,
third and 20.
We'll call that right. Oh, God.
If they can get first down here,
they'll be amazing. They'll be my new heroes. I'm telling you.
But we'll have to see. If not,
what happened? Oh, the timeout, I'm guessing.
And
did the clock run? The clock ran down 3 seconds.
I guess it looks like a official timeout. And
they just talked to Coach Kane. They're ready now.
I bet they might have been coming over to tell Coach Kane maybe which player was.
Coach Kane probably asked which player.
And there'll be one on the clock. Okay.
1:29 on the clock. There it is. It's on there, Coach.
Okay, that was it. So.
And Dylan Sanders is outside right now, going up the field, but he stopped.
Huh. First time we've seen Sanders run the ball.
Second time.
Second time. That's correct.
Second play of the game.
That's correct. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And this could be deadly territory for the Indians. I mean, they don't have a lot of play calls per se. What time do we have right now, guys?
1 minute and counting.
And counting down, actually.
Counting down. I mean, so we got less than a minute left in this ball game. This is deadly territory for the Indians, being as backed up as they are and having to go to some plays that they're not used to executing this late in the game, guys.
They are going to have one timeout left. So what they're going to do is run this clock out, call a timeout. And that will be timeout Indians with 37 seconds left in the game. Chandler, what do you think about this so far? Like you said, it was deadly territory.
Well, this is dangerous territory, but coming into this game, I've told people all week, hey, look, we got a chance. I mean, you know, we got a great chance against this team, but you can't underestimate this team. Yeah, they got Trinell Moore. Everybody's saying, well, he's the only one you got to stop, but there's a lot more playmakers, a lot more name-by-name bases. I knew this game was going to be a lot closer than what most people did, you know, and going forward, it's going to be even closer, but I think coming into this, people had to expect it was going to be kind of a close game because East Ridge is building off that win against Red Bank, and Sequatchie County hasn't really played in the fourth quarter for like 6 or 7 games, to be honest with you, just because they've been up on everybody so much.
That is true. And this is a critical punt for Ethan. I mean, Ethan's got to get this punt downfield. Even if he has to kick it out of bounds, it's got to be downfield. Yeah. And it is nowhere near blocked. He catches it on the 10, but he's got to be hit. Oh, Sanders almost gets him at the 5. He's outside. Curling around. Parker gets him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Great breakdown by Parker there. Good gracious, 30-yard line. Right on 30-yard line. What would have been the original first down line there? So that was good for that was good for putting the ball 20 yards downfield. And now the Indians are going to play some serious defense. The Pioneers will have the ball first and 10 on the 30 in their own territory. And the Indians got to play some serious defense. 22 seconds left on the clock. You cannot let anything go unnoticed here. However, I mean, they're going to pass it. They got time for about 3 passes. Maybe 2 if they're long, drawn-out passes. You can stop 2 plays, maybe 3. And it's thrown to number 1, but he's hit by Davenport. And 14 seconds left. I don't know why the clock stopped unless they called. Okay, East Ridge did call a timeout. East Ridge has still, I think, one more timeout left after this. That might have been there. No, they had, just one. So, 14.5 seconds left. So it'll be 2nd and 7 now on the 33. That was a pretty good stop by the Indians. Great stop. I mean, they only let them get 4 yards. If they only let them get that many yards, the next 2 plays, they'll go to overtime.
And what you do have to think about this is if the Indians do happen to survive this, you got to think how they're going to do next week against Alcoa because, I mean, them not playing that late in the game that much. This is the first time they played late in this game since probably midway through the season or the Warren County game. That's how far back we're going here. I mean, they've not played in the fourth quarter. They've been putting in their second string, their third string in the fourth quarter, and they haven't really been having to be under pressure this late in the game. So that's something to think about going forward.
And the Pioneers, all wide receivers here. No running backs. Everybody out wide. He's got one player open. He throws it deep down to number 4. He's going the other way. Oh, wow. This could be great. Goes over back outside. Oh, my here. He's going. He's going. He's down at the 4-yard line with no time left. We will go to overtime. Oh, my goodness. Sanders almost brings that back all the way. And what a horrible time to run. What a horrible place to run out of time. 4 yards left. Beautiful, though. I mean, that's a bittersweet moment. I mean, almost winning. Almost winning. Interception. Oh, my gosh.
One thing you got to consider about this interception, though, is maybe he did fall on the 4-yard line with no time left, but how much momentum does that take into overtime? Because usually the team with the most momentum going into overtime is the one that wins in overtime.
That is very, very true.
Hey, man, that's a lot of momentum right there. Yeah, that feels good.
And it felt like if that had not happened, it felt like the momentum was going in East Ridge's favor because they just scored. But that right there, being that close to scored, 4 yards away from finishing this game, that's got to be a big motivator for these guys.
I have to say, East Ridge, all their backs, the linemen that were back in the backfield were just standing still. They weren't running down the field to try to go block for any long passes like they should have been. They were kind of just down out and done ready for overtime. And that interception came and it took them by surprise, and none of them were ready for that. Then they will navigate around him. I mean, we got down to the end, and he just got kind of a little flustered up with one of our players, another person that got pushed in and was brought down, but, I mean, very close.
And now, remember, as close as this game is, the kickers could be the decider.
All right, guys, let's get familiar with the overtime rules. They flip again, and they start from the 10-yard line. It's a lot like college football's overtime, except they do start from the 10-yard line. That's the basis of this, and I'll look for more detailed stats as we go along, guys.
Okay. And like I said, it might be down to the kickers in this game, and if it is, well, we might. We have to. I'm not going to say anything. I was just going to say that. Yeah, I don't want to screw it up. I mean, I don't want to do like I did with Noah there and start thinking,
Man, he's the best center in the world, and then he shoots it over Barker's head by about 4 feet.
I'm not much of a superstitious type, but that one was a little bit.
That one's rough.
That one. Now I'm not changing my belief on some of those superstitions for a little while.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wow! I mean, just so close game. Everybody's excited. Everybody's standing up. I've not seen this many fans standing up. Both sides in a long time. This is a monumental moment.
This is the most fans in a playoff game any other team has brought.
It is. It's really not that many, but
I mean, Howard brought like absolutely nobody. Notre Dame brought a few, and East Ridge almost filled up their side of the stands up.
yeah, just about. I'd say about 60% still over there. Just, geez, I mean, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one, Robert. So
This is the Indians' first overtime game. Is it not?
no, yeah, I guess it's Chandler. Is this the first overtime game?
Of this season, because the Warren County game was, for Sequatchie County at least, the
We
overtime.
won that in like the last 30 seconds.
We won that in the last second. So, that wasn't an overtime game. So this is the first overtime game of the Indian season. Another overtime game going on over in Ottawa, or over at Farragut. And Farragut, after being down 42-14, come back in double overtime to beat Ottawa. Wow,
And
wow.
Chandler, we got the Davenport out here on the field for the coin toss.
All right, we'll see how that goes.
And number 21, Eric Hubbard.
Yeah.
The rest is disgusting.
Both the fullbacks, if you didn't notice that.
That is true. I mean, this is a big moment. You want to be able to go second. And there's a flip. It looks like... Can you tell who won that one there, Robert?
And that will be the third. The Indians will have the ball first.
Oh, man. That's not a position you want to be in.
No, it's not. You have to score a touchdown here. You really have to.
Yeah.
You can't chance them kicking a field goal and then East Ridge coming back and getting a touchdown. You can't chance that.
Yeah, and the coin toss is always just kind of a iffy little situation. It's like the Tennessee game that we had back in early season where they went into overtime, lost coin toss, flipped over, went back in. But the Indians might throw out a play first time right here to score, and we just don't know.
I'll be interested if they go out and, run or pass right here. They're kind of set up in a position they could do either one. But it looks like they might have a jet play here. We'll see.
It does look like it, but we're going to see.
Yes, sir.
And it is.
Barker
Fake the handoff. Barker goes off the sideline. He is in.
Whoa! Touchdown.
Touchdown, first play in the overtime.
Wow. That has to.
You see that jump from Barker. Wow, what a hurdle.
Wow. Several Pioneers down over there just upset. I mean, that's a hard place to be at.
First play.
See, now we're going to get an extra point. I mean, this is vital, too.
This is a vital play right here. And Abraham knows it, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of pressure. But I think you can handle it.
Keep going. Keep talking.
And Abraham makes the kick. It is right in the middle. Beautiful kick. 21-14 for the Indians now in overtime.
But, of course, they had a chance to score as well.
And, East Ridge can still win in this first overtime. It is still possible.
They could, but,
it's not
they had
likely.
To score.
They had to score a touchdown and then a 2-point conversion to win.
I don't think they will. I don't think they'll chance it.
They can tie it up, though, still. I mean.
Yeah, but they can tie it up.
If they do score a touchdown, they'll try to tie it up. They will not try to do what they did.
But, I mean, the way the kickers are kicking a extra point might be as risky as trying to go for 2-point conversion.
That's a good point.
Who scored on that one? Was that Barker?
Yeah, Barker.
That was Barker
on an outside run. Perfect run by Barker.
I mean, wow, everybody's excited. I think every able body that can stand comfortably is standing right now.
Yeah, they are. And Moore is lined up at running back, and so is Hubbard. Double running back on the shotgun. And they blitz. Moore goes up the middle and does not get too far. Looks like about the 7-yard line, I want to say. Yeah, we'll go 7 yards.
Gave about 3 yards.
But they went off 15, though, didn't they?
They did a shotgun formation, so they picked up the ball. Handed it off at about the 15, about the 14-yard line. So, and it's double back formation again, and he's going to pass this time. He throws it. No, intercepted. Alex, we win. Okay, we're scorching. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Squatch is going to the playoff
semifinals. Here we come.
Interception saves the game.
Wow. Oh, Indians, my God. 13-0.
I'm just going to say this. If you don't have chills on your spine right now, I'm saying get out of the county. I mean.
I mean, that's insane. I mean, every Pioneer has their helmet just on the ground. They're heartbroken. They're devastated. And the Indians are so happy. It's just.
And Channel 3 immediately goes to Coach Kane. I don't know why, because he's going to talk to his team first.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Oh, my gosh. Wow, what a historic win.
Or not.
First time the Indians in school history have went 13-0.
Wow.
It is not.
What's that?
The Indians went 13-1.
That's true. They did go. Okay, so since 1973, I was thinking about 1990. I forgot about the 1973 team.
Yeah.
Wow. Since 1973, by the way, 1973, the last time the Indians went to the state championship, the Indians looking to go to Alcoa, or looking to host Alcoa next week. They get it done as they take down East Ridge. Had to go through overtime to do it, but they are there, and we're going to take a break. We're going to talk to Coach Kane, some of the players. We're going to get on the phone with Chris King out at Marion County, talk about Forest. Not that y'all are interested in that right now. I mean, my Lord, chills down your spine. South Pittsburgh, Marion County, and Sequatchie County all advancing to the semifinals. I don't even know if that's happened ever. That's ridiculous. Maybe in 1990s when that happened last time, but my Lord, this is a great thing for the Indians. I don't know, as an Indian fan, if you could be more excited than you will be this next Friday against Alcoa. You get to host the perennial power in the state of Tennessee, Alcoa. Guys, what's your take on it?
I mean, it's great. I'm heading down to the field right now. Chandler.
We're going to let them head down the field to get to talk to the coaches, and we'll be right back on Spirit Nation Radio. I'm going to give you a couple updates before we go, though. Marion County up 55-7 over Forest with 3:36 left. That's the last update I got. They've got that in the bag. South Pittsburgh went final 56-14 over Columbia Academy. And by the way, if you were paying any attention to that Ottawa-Farragut game, Farragut 56-49 after Ottawa led 42-14 at one point over Farragut. And we're going to take a quick break right now. We'll be right back after Beast Mode by Sean Cooley. The Indians better be feeling like beasts right now. This is Sean Cooley, Beast Mode.
I'm in beast mode, man, I got the whole crew lit. I'm killing it, independence, been asking for my blueprint. Too sick, verbal aggression, I am abusive. I've never had a dime, now you're tuning in for my 2 cents. Real, R-E-A-L. I know you can't stand me, might as well sit still. Boy, I got the type of boss you wanna see if you misbad. That mean I got the type of flow to keep you wrapped up in the sail. Y'all don't really want war with me. You see the crown on top, that's royalty. I'm from the back, what's a rapping when I spoil me? I know you're mad, but what happened to loyalty? Feel me? It's been a long time coming, boy. I started from the bottom, but I hit the ground running. I'm the king of the valley. They done put the crown on me. I can't look at you rappers without looking down, homie. Nah, woo. Alright, let me get them. I'm ahead of you, second guesses. You pencils, but the feeling no consecutive records. I know my presence make you tell me this a lyrical weapon. The type to get a gimmick stepping. I'm a beast. I ain't stopping for a second. Sequatchie County rapping. I'm riding up on 11. Inside of a Chevy Impala, thought of the metal. You're not on my level. You never will now or ever. Never. Who the man now? Killing rappers on the regular. We got a man down. Hear the feds moving in. Trace the body on the ground. Every track's a murder scene. There's yellow tape all around, huh? Proceed with caution. Don't speak. I feast on beats way too often. No peace for these who keep releasing garbage. I'ma put them 6 feet underneath or they coughing. Beast. If they hating, homie, they in for a long day. For a while I had my focus in the wrong place. Fame, money, cars, brainwashed by the fakes. Never felt pity for myself, I had to learn from my mistakes. Now I'm bound to be the one that they gon' talk about. They got a problem, that's okay, just let them talk it out. They know better, they gon' watch what come up out their mouth. Ayy, not too bad for a redneck that they done counted out. Yeah, I'm from the south, walk outside here and playing that Hank Williams. Back in college they would laugh when I spoke cause my slang different. My aim different, I ain't trapping the strap, I ain't dealing. Trying to provide a voice to my city that can't hear it. Now I'm picking apart these rappers, hit it with the venom I be spitting, I'm an addict. Kill them until I'm considered established. We and I come from the same fabric. Nah, can y'all compete with me now? You're telling tales. Throw a quarter in a fountain, maybe that'll wish you well. I'm a beast. I'm in that old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. No, what I got it, trying to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. No, what I got it, trying to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school, I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school Chevy. Tired of 9 to 5s, don't live the high life. I'd rather grind, y'all are running through the motions. I'd rather climb, it's hard to lace up. I mean, when your hands are tied, nah. I be coming for the top spot. It's my time, y'all can go now. I stop watch, get it, my time. Stop watch, wordplay, got them on their toes like hopscotch. Hey, I got the flow that you would die for. I'm looking at them through the scope on my rifle. I might pull the trigger, take your life on the mic, or I might let it slide. I've been trying to read the Bible more. You fools know I'm back to drop. I keep my feet cap flat. I keep my blue collar popped. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. Yeah. Sequatchie County, born and raised, partner rappers on my platter, I ain't eating days. Below the surface, you can find a way, but in high grass, you will find snakes. Let me get that. I'm a rip it, I feel it, I'm independent, I'm finna kill it. My pictures are painted vivid, I'm on. If I said it, I'm in it, I'm so ahead of them mentally. Got two brains with the same mind. Man, I want it in the worst way. Fake rappers like, can I get a verse, eh? I just treat them like a home run to ring. I'ma throw it back. It's not even Thursday. Do another jet, but they don't understand my wordplay. Now they nervous stomach turning like a first date. I do my thing, no mercy. Cause if you swing and miss, you will never end up with first base. Man, it's like I'm in a battle. I'm fighting for the power. No matter what, I will devour. I will never come unravel. No matter if I'm up creek, need even without a paddle. You couldn't reach me on a ladder. Even if you stacked it on top of a couple scaffolds. I'm the type to rip individuals who be actors. My city on my back, it looks something like a back road. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. But I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. Chevy.
Hey, Cooley, let me kill that real quick.
I'm in that old school Chevy. My pocket's getting heavy. Lord, I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. I'm in that old school Chevy. My pocket's getting heavy. Lord, I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. Yeah, I'm in that old school Chevy. My pocket's getting heavy. Lord, I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. Yeah. Sequatchie County, stand up. I was born for this moment, making more than a statement. Hit my opponents the hardest, I might end up leaving them lame. Ain't nobody with focus, ain't nobody I blame it. I don't run through the motions of laziness. When I phase me, I'm impatient, I'm crazy. Now better yet, I'm deranged. If you cut me deep, I will bleed purple gold from my veins. 4th and inches, give me the rock, dog, I'm moving the chain. Slow with my head, keep my feet moving, I'm ignoring the pain. Yo, it's all for the game. For the love of the game, we don't do this for glory. We want that trophy, not fame. Best get off of the tracks unless you won't hit by this train. If you wanna come get it, in between the lines that we fighting. Started from the bottom, we climbing, grinding our way to the title. Hallelujah, it's time, that Friday night light revival. Ain't no love in the jungle, nothing but hate for our rivals. Come on. Come on.
Into the jungle.
And welcome back to TSSN Radio. I'm Chandler Morrison, and we're here live with Coach Kane. Coach, 13-0. You get the win in overtime. First time you went to overtime this season. What are you feeling?
Well, playoff time, survive in advance. I'm not sure we played hard. I give them a lot of credit for kind of stoning our offense a little bit. We played hard, but I'm not sure we played real smart up front. We usually do, but the key is I got a bunch of kids that find ways to win, and that's what happens tonight.
Your thoughts whenever you get to the end of that game? How much did that momentum change when that interception happened?
That was the most unbelievable play I've ever seen. I was hoping like heck that he gets in the end zone. I guess you're talking about Dylan's interception at the end of regulation. And then he gets stopped, I guess, 5 yards short. And, I went back to feeling like I did the whole game. Like let's just somehow dig deep, try to make a play here.
Was it even a question to go for it on 4th and 3 right there with that last touchdown?
No, we needed to get something done. So, I trust them, and anytime we get across the 50, I'm thinking about it. And the closer we get, we're going to go for it.
And Coach, coming into this game, you always want to focus on the opponent as much as you do, but what was the team's mindset coming into this game against a 7-5 team in East Ridge?
Well, we knew that was a little bit misleading because they've had a bunch of injuries. But the big thing that sticks out when you watch them play is they got a bunch of big, strong players that, when they're motivated, they freaking play really well. And so we knew we had our work cut out for us, and we thought we could do a better job of running the football on them. But, they had a good plan, and they stuck it to us there for a couple quarters, but Ethan Barker put us on his back in the second half and made some big time plays.
A lot of different players doing a lot of different things tonight. Who really stood out to you besides Barker?
Well, Barker, Davenport, Cates played really well defensively. D-line does a good job. They kind of underappreciated, but they do a good job of pressuring the quarterback and did some good things. And, until late, I felt like we held Chanel more pretty good, and then he kind of went crazy on us there at the end. So, survive in advance is all I can say. We're still playing ball.
And Coach, how long do you celebrate before you start focusing on Alcoa next week?
At least 24 hours.
All right, let it sink in. Thank you, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Bye.
All right, and we're going to take a break real quick. We're going to be back with a player interview. We're going to have a mystery player this week. A lot of players going on, so we'll be right back after this break.
I'm in that old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school, I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school Chevy. Tired of 9 to 5s, don't live the high life. I'd rather grind, y'all are running through the motions. I'd rather climb, it's hard to lace up. When your hands are tied, nah. I be coming for the top spot. It's my time, y'all can go now. I stop watch, get it, my time. Stop watch, wordplay, got them on their toes like hopscotch. Hey, I got the flow that you would die for. I'm looking at them through the scope on my rifle. I might pull the trigger, take your life on the mic, or I might let it slide. I've been trying to read the Bible more. You fools know I'm back to drop. I keep my feet a cap flat. I keep my blue collar popped. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. Yeah. Sequatchie County, born and raised. Partner rappers on my platter, I ain't eating days. Below the surface, you can find a way. But in high grass, you will find snakes. Let me get that. I'm a rip it, I feel it, I'm independent, I'm finna kill it. My pictures are painted vivid, I'm on. If I say that I'm in it, I'm so ahead of them mentally. Got two brains with the same mind. Man, I want it in the worst way. Fake rappers like, can I get a verse, hey? I just treat them like a home run to ring. I'ma throw it back. It's not even Thursday. Do another jab, but they don't understand my wordplay. Now they nervous stomach turning like a first date. I do my thing, no mercy. Cause if you swing and miss, you will never end up with first base. Man, it's like I'm in a battle. I'm fighting for the power, no matter what I will devour. I will never come unravel, no matter if I'm up creek, knee deep without a paddle. You couldn't reach me on a ladder. Even if you stacked it on top of a couple scaffolds, I'm the type to rip individuals who be actors. My city on my back, it looks something like a back road. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. Chevy, pockets getting heavy. Old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. But I gotta grind and keep from falling like old school Chevy.
Hey, Coley, let me kill that real quick.
I'm in that old school Chevy. My pocket's getting heavy. Lord, I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. I'm in that old school Chevy. My pocket's getting heavy. Lord, I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. Yeah, I'm in that old school Chevy. My pocket's getting heavy. Lord, I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. Yeah.
And welcome back to Spear Nation Radio. I'm Chandler Morrison. We got live on the air. We got Kyle Cates. Kyle, what in the world are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm still kind of shaking, I'll tell you that. That was a really big win. Yeah, I got really nervous on that win. That was way too close for us. We made a lot of mistakes, but I can't believe we came out with that one. Actually, I can believe we're huge. We're huge. I don't know. We're just a really close team, and when we get in overtime, that's probably when we do the better things. Fourth quarter to overtime. Yeah, I expected us to win in overtime if we got in it.
And talking about the last few games, I mean, you haven't really played in the fourth quarter that much. How much of an adjustment was that this game?
It was huge, but you could tell we've been doing conditioning still. I didn't think they were too much into shape. They were kind of huffing and puffing. So you could tell it was a huge deal, still conditioned even in late season when you play so many games you think you're used to the game. But, it's worth it when you think about it.
Your reaction to the interception late in that fourth quarter?
It was pretty awesome. I kind of had the breath knocked out of me, so I didn't really get to celebrate that much. I was still sitting on the ground, but it was, in my mind, I was like, man, we just won this.
And Kyle, going into next week, Alcoa, what's your first thoughts on that?
Well, I think we just got to get the team's mindset ready for it. We can all get our mindsets that we're going to win. We'll have a really good chance of winning. I mean, we play smash mouth football. I don't know if they play many teams that play smash mouth football.
All right, Kyle. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. All right, Kyle, appreciate it. Thanks as always, and celebrate the win as long as your heart desires, man.
Will do, buddy. Thanks.
All right, we'll see you. All right, we're going to go back to Archer real quick. Archer, you got me? All right, Archer, you got me? Waiting on Archer here, trying to get it situated here.
Okay, I'm back here, Chandler.
All right, understand. A lot of things going on down there, and not surprised to see there's a little bit of a distraction down there. As we go down our list, we're going to look at some games. Alcoa 17-14 over Elizabethton. That puts Alcoa up against Sequatchie County in Dunlap next week. We'll be live on the call for that one, and we'll have a lot better broadcast going for us. We want to apologize for the technical difficulties we had earlier in the evening. South Pittsburgh goes to Columbia Academy, comes back with a win, 56-14 over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs barely pulled off a win against Whitwell last week. Marion County, slow start, 7-7 early, and Marion County just took off with it, 55-14, the final in that one. And, of course, your Sequatchie County Indians take the win, 21-14 in overtime. Took an overtime to do it, but they do get the win, and they are going to the semifinals for the second time. Well, no, that's not the second time. I believe it's the third time in school history. But, wow, the Indians keep on a-trucking and a-trucking and a-trucking this season. What's your first thought there, Archer?
What was that, Chandler?
What was your first thought on this game in general?
I mean, overall, I think the Indians could have played a little better, but they still played a great game, and they came out, and it's just a huge win. Everybody down there is so ecstatic. I mean, it's crazy. It's just...
Now, Archer, you think we would have been this excited had this game not gone to overtime? Had this been a 56-6 game, do you think this would have been as much elation right now as we had before that.
No. I think it would have been an exciting game, but I don't think it would have been the same. Close games like this are always just huge.
And to get the win against East Ridge, 7-5, but East Ridge, like Coach Kane said, is a lot more underrated than people want to admit. But Sequatchie County already ready for Alcoa this early. As you heard Kyle Cates say a while ago, I don't think they play a team that play smash mouth football like we do. That's a pretty bold statement. Gotta love Kyle Cates, and man, oh man, I hope that statement is true because I want to see an Indian win next week. But for this week, 21-14 is the final score. Your reaction. You got Robert there with you.
I do have Robert. Robert, you want to give a closing statement here?
Robert, join in with us real quick.
Yeah, sure.
All right, talking about these scores around the area, what's your initial reaction to this Sequatchie County win?
I knew it was going to happen.
You knew it was going to happen. That's all you got to say?
Yeah, next week is that's the only game I have no clue about.
That is true. Okay, Columbia Academy, 56, Trails, excuse me, I keep butchering this up. Columbia Academy falls, that's the better terminology there, to South Pittsburgh, 56-14. Your reaction?
I'm not surprised that South Pittsburgh won, just that they won by that much.
Okay, I'm not really that concerned either. They won by that much, but looking down the line, Marion County takes down Forest, 55-14 after being 7-7 early in that one. Your reaction to that one, Robert?
That was a tough one. I mean, I didn't really think anything about that game, to be honest with you. But the better team came out on top, didn't they?
They did. And Alcoa, Lisbonton at Alcoa, 17-14. Do you expect the game to be that close, Robert?
Yes, I did, actually. I was actually hoping Elizabethton would win that game, but it just didn't happen. They didn't have enough time to win that game.
And, I think winning that game was secondary because, I think that they played close kind of gives you a little bit of idea of, hey, you might be able to win next week. Hey, you actually have a chance, where everybody this season told you don't have a chance. And I think that's very interesting to say. And, I'm kind of always, struck by the fact that they were that close with Elizabethton. But either way, you're going to have to play a better team than what you played this week. I'm just going to have to be honest with you. And East Ridge, I'm not sure. They had a lot of injuries early this season. They got a lot back, and I think that's what contributed. They're a lot better team than their record shows. But 21-14 the win if you're just joining us in overtime. Sequatchie County wins 21-14. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to head out to Chapel Hill, Tennessee, where Chris King just got done with the Marion County Forest game and have his take on that game. We'll be right back after this break. This is Old School Chevy by Sean Cooley.
I'm in that old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy, pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school, I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school Chevy. Tired of 9 to 5s, don't live the high life. I'd rather grind, y'all are running through the motions. I'd rather climb, it's hard to lace up. When your hands are tied, nah. I be coming for the top spot. It's my time, y'all can go now. I stop watch, get it, my time. Stop watch, wordplay, got them on their toes like hopscotch. Hey, I got the flow that you would die for. I'm looking at them through the scope on my rifle. I might pull the trigger, take your life on the mic, or I might let it slide. I've been trying to read the Bible more. You fools know I'm back to drop. I keep my feet a cap flat. I keep my blue collar popped. I'm in that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school Chevy. Pockets getting heavy. No, what I gotta grind to keep from falling like confetti. In that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. I'm in that old school. Yeah. Sequatchie County, born and raised. Partner rappers on my blood, I ain't eating days.
And welcome back to Spear Nation Radio. I'm Chandler Morrison. We're on the phone now with Chris King. He's heading home from Chapel Hill. Chris, what kind of game was that?
Well, it turned out to be a blowout towards the end there. Marion County poured it on in the second half thanks to a bunch of defensive stops and offensive touchdowns. It was a beatdown in the second half for Marion County.
And that was very interesting. It was kind of close early. What could you describe? How could you describe that second half push?
Second half, Marion County came out strong and scored right out of the gate. And then they used a pair of defensive stops and then a couple offensive touchdowns right after those stops. And then had a pick six in the to start the fourth quarter that really sealed the deal for Forest there in the game.
And Chris, looking forward to next week. Marion County hosts Austin East. Your initial thoughts on that?
I think Marion County is looking pretty good for that matchup. They're going to come off strong off this big W on the road and really come out strong in the next matchup. They look very good tonight.
All right, Marion County, South Pittsburgh, and Sequatchie County will take their turkey to go next week. Your reaction to, I don't know if you've heard this, Sequatchie County wins 21-14 in overtime. What's your reaction to that one?
That's a huge win for Sequatchie County right there. That's a very big win. I'm sure it was a close game throughout. I'm very, very proud of them for that win. That's a big win for them.
All right, and South Pittsburgh also picks up a win at Columbia Academy, 56-14. How big is that for South Pittsburgh?
Well, that's a huge win. Sounds like that game was much like the game I just left. That's a very big win for South Pitt, and look like they're going to go into the semifinals strong, just like Marion County is.
All right, and South Pittsburgh plays Greenback next week at home. Marion County hosts Austin East, and Sequatchie County welcomes Alcoa to Indian Stadium. That's going to be a great game to watch, as always. Thank you, Chris. Chris, you're heading out. You got somewhere to be tomorrow, am I right?
I do have somewhere to be tomorrow. I'll be at Tuscaloosa for the UTC Alabama game. I'll be in the press box for that one.
And if any of you Indian fans are also Mocs fans, be sure to follow Chris on Twitter. How do they do that, Chris?
Gonna on Twitter, follow me at Chris_King64. And also look for my stories on Facebook. My name is Chris King, and I'm the assistant sports editor for the University Echo at University of Tennessee, Chattanooga.
All right, and a Mocs enthusiast, as most of us are around the area. Thank you, Chris. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
All right, we'll see you on the flip side. And as Chris heads home from Chattanooga, or heads home from Chapel Hill to Chattanooga, we're getting ready for a colossal week of high school football next week. South Pittsburgh, Marion County, and Sequatchie County all host. The Valley is about to get lit, y'all. I can't express this enough. The Valley is about to get lit. Sequatchie County wins 21-14 in one overtime over East Ridge. Marion County takes the 55-14 win over Forest, and South Pittsburgh wins big, 56-14 over Columbia Academy. I can't stress enough how big next week will be. And we'll catch you next week as the Indians take on Alcoa in Dunlap. It'll be a great one to watch, and I'm Chandler Morrison signing off for the night. Go Indians, and God bless. We'll see you next week. All. Good night, y'all.